Sipping water, ain't claim to be the key, but he lie about everything, don't mean a thing. Said he slept 1,000 women straight up lying, and when it comes to honesty, he's always trying. He posted from not spending a dime on the ladies, but we all know he's just frontin' like crazy. Said he's a music producer, but it's all fake. Just a mask he wears, and it's all a mistake. Simping water is where the lies, claiming things that he just never tries. What we see through his facades, plain to see. Simping water, you can't fool me. Sipping water, ain't claim to be the key, but he lie about everything, don't mean a thing. Said he slept 1,000 women straight up lying, and when it comes to honesty, he's always trying. He posted from not spending a dime on the ladies, but we all know he's just frontin' like crazy. Said he's a music producer, but it's all fake. Just a mask he wears, and it's all a mistake. Simping water is where the lies, claiming things that he just never tries. What we see through his facades, plain to see. Simping water, you can't fool me. Simping water, you can't fool me. Simping water, you can't fool me.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so I've been having a little bit of tech issues. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully everything is looking good and sounding good. If it is, please give me a thumbs up or a radiation emoji in the chat. If it's not, give me a thumbs down or an angry face and I will try to fix it. Meanwhile, I'm going to shout out everybody who is in the building early, all right? We got, shout out to my man Carlton Way in the building. What's good with you, bro? We got Jerry Bedford in the house. Shout out to you. We got my man Lloyd Sky 9 up in here. We got John Guillory in the building. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Shout out to Terrence Jackson on the track. Make sure y'all show him some love. Throw some flames in the chat for my man Terrence Jackson on the track. And we got Savion Draco Zero. What's good with it? Good to see everybody, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to react to the entire Daisy interview that was done on the Just Tree YouTube channel, all right? And we're going to ask some questions. We're hopefully get some questions answered and have a good time with this. Now, I got to ask you guys a question, right? This is one of those kind of situations where, if you ask me, people are simply taking sides with one party because they don't like the other party. Because if you ask me, there is no good guys in this situation. I've been consistent with that throughout this entire thing. And if this was anybody else, let's just say, for instance, the baby dad was not Fresh CEO. Do y'all think that this would be handled different? Shout out to Vega. What's good with it, Vega? If this was any other situation, many of the people who are doing videos about this, the video would be completely reverse. OnlyFans 304 or Sex Working 304 gets impregnated on a yacht. That would be the title. You know what I'm saying? But because the baby daddy is a different person that nobody likes, this woman is literally benefiting off of the entire soft heart and sympathy of the fake internet. You know what I'm saying? If this was a black woman, the title of the video would be Ratchet 304 gets first night impregnated. Do you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. So as a result of that, what I find is my observation is that values change based on who people like versus who they don't like. We'll carry an entire narrative to go in on somebody that we don't like, even if the other person that was engaging with them is doing stuff that would be regular fodder for everyday content. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree with that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. It's just interesting and it's just fascinating. But what people need to do is people need to pay attention to that and pay attention to the inconsistencies. All right. So let's get it. We're going to check this interview out. I watched not the entire thing, but some of it. So, you know, some of it'll be new and some of it won't be new. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Grind and Motivate. He did a really good reaction to this, and we reacted to part of this on Just Talking with TD and Rob. So let's get it. Let's check this out.
One moment. Okay, hold on a second.
Shout out to Mike Mellis.
Guys,
John, what's good with it, bro?
Hold on a second. Let me make sure. I got to look at the chat really quick to make sure that they can hear us. Oh, wait. It's not streaming yet. It's not going live yet. Hold on a second. That Shizzle, you can hear us? We're live? Okay.
We're not.
Yeah, why isn't it? Hold on a second.
We need better systems.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. It's not.
See, I'm trying to, even on this live stream, they was having trouble with the stream. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what's been going on lately with StreamYards, but they got like some glitches that they really need to work out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to KO Kid Fit and shout out to Win Loser Rug. What's good with y'all? And real quick, if y'all haven't smashed that like button, take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, make sure you guys hit the bell, share the stream to your social media, and be sure to join the Discord. All you got to do that is just hit that link that is pinned in the chat. It's a fresh link. It should take you right in there.
Let me go check.
Oh, but we got to answer the poll question too. The title of this is if Daisy Fit created a GoFundMe, YouTubers would fill the bag up the same way that FreshCEO filled her up. If you guys agree and you think that that's what would happen, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to my man AB Promotions. Now, I think that we've already settled the answer to that question because in this interview, as you guys will see later, she reveals that, quote unquote, if she decides to have the kid, she's allegedly going to name it Abba. And Abba said if that occurs, he'll take care of all of the legal funds. Now, if he takes care of all of the legal funds, that's a whole GoFundMe bag. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Taking care of legal fees, however long this might take, that's a whole entire bag. So I do think that if she came out on a sympathy rant, all of these YouTubers would fill up the GoFundMe bag, which is crazy. Now, here goes my question, right? What I'm going to leave this live stream up, right? I'm going to make clips of it. And what we're going to do is anytime any other baby mom or any other ratchet situation occurs, we're going to reference it back to this situation and say everybody needs to jump out the window the exact same way for the baby mom that gets pregnant, the same way y'all jumping out the window for Daisy. If not, the integrity has to be questioned. You know what I'm saying? The integrity has to be questioned. Shout out to Brody. What's good with it? And I got to agree. Accountability is just a word these days. It's a weaponized word for propaganda and for agendas and for people to be able to put, creative spins and storylines on their content, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So anytime now, if we hear anytime this situation occurs, all these new baby moms, they all got to be able to get interviews. They all got to be able to get passed around on all the YouTube platforms and be able to be given interviews. Because the thing is that the fact, like, people talk about accountability, quote unquote, for women choosing wrong. Ultimately, if she chose Walter, we all know that that's a wrong choice. And I mean, you got one situation where Daisy's getting rewarded for choosing the wrong person. I thought that was exactly what wasn't supposed to be going on. I thought choosing the right person was what was supposed to be getting rewarded. But as you guys can see, an entire organic support system came together. Now, this entire organic support system, if everybody is consistent, should come together every time a woman sleeps with the wrong guy and fallout happens as a result of it. Would you guys agree? I find it fascinating that because she chose a baby dad that nobody likes, she hit the YouTube lottery. She hit the YouTube lottery. Would you guys agree? Make it make sense. Shout out to Ricky. What's good with it, bro? All right, let's get it. Or not? Oh, here we go. All right, cool.
Check. It's not on YouTube yet for some reason. Let me know when you see it on. Let me see.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube now?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, it took forever, didn't it? Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Yes, we are live. All right, hold on a second. Now, before we get right into it, let me go ahead and do a voice check. So how do I sound? So I'm speaking right now, then I'm gonna have Daisy speak, and then I want you guys to let me know how she sounds. So do I sound pretty good? You guys can hear me? You can hear me? Okay. Now, Daisy, you can go ahead and speak, and so they can hear how you sound.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Man, that's big facts. That is big facts. She's literally living the American dream. Terrence said America is really the land of opportunity for her. That is facts. And the thing is that she ain't even going after none of these opportunities. Remember, she claimed that she don't even watch YouTube. So she doesn't watch Fresh and Fit, or didn't watch Fresh and Fit until all this fallout occurred, right? So if she doesn't watch YouTube or doesn't watch Fresh and Fit, then more than likely a lot of the people who have been giving her a platform to be able to tell her story on, she probably wasn't familiar with them. So you got to ask yourself the question, how did she just magically find out about all of these people to be able to come and tell her story? Is it the magic of the YouTube algorithm? Is it the magic of the YouTube algorithm? And I got an idea that I think that I'm going to implement as we go through the stream. I'm going to let you guys know and see what you guys think about it. All right. Because shout out to you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? The channel, both of them actually, believe it or not, are getting some microscopic growth, which is good. And as I promised you guys, as the platform comes into maturity and more opportunities are there, we're going to start experimenting with some more things to make the content more interactive and more fun. So we're going to be trying some new stuff out, and I hope that you guys like it. All right. And I got to agree with Win, Lose, or Rug. She 100% hit the reverse Uno card strategy. Facts. So now what we got to do is we got to go, and all of these other situations, we got to do videos about them, and we got to call those videos, does this situation meet the Daisy standard? And if we deem that the situation does meet the Daisy standard, then we have to sit around and wait for all of the critiques and all of the interviews and all of the publicity that these other situations get in the exact same way that Daisy is getting it. Because I'm telling you, the only reason why Daisy is getting all of this attention is because nobody likes Fresh. We don't like Fresh here. But because he is the baby's father, it's more advantageous to downplay her contribution to the situation and upplay how goofy Fresh is than to roast the situation in its entirety, because if we do that, we risk Daisy not coming to our platforms to help us clown Fresh, which we all have been clowning Fresh for the last 3 years. So, you know what I'm saying? It only takes 4 years to get a degree. So if we've all been clowning Fresh for the last 3 years, we should be at least at the junior level, possibly senior level, possibly graduating, depending on how fast you learn, right? So make it make sense. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug says, surprised by how she spun it on him and was able to get out of the way of the hate train and jump on board. Bro, I'm telling you, bias is a wild thing. It's a wild thing.
All right, cool. All right, it looks like, yep, yes, she's gorgeous, isn't she? They're complimenting you. Okay, they said they can hear you. Fine as well. All right, so guys, we have a lot to talk about, and we allow Myron and the Walter, the Pug CEO, to have their victory lap. But trust me, after the show, they're going to stop dancing and celebrating.
Now, I don't think that Walter and Fresh Prince CEO have had any victory lap. What victory lap did they have? They did a whack live stream that literally proved nothing. And they had a lawyer on there where the only thing in question was actually admitted by Fresh Prince CEO. Fresh Prince CEO on a live stream said, I shouldn't have nutted in her. But none of that stuff that Walter and them have, or that Fresh and Myron have put out on any of those live streams, none of that stuff has been substantiated. So my question for you guys is, what victory lap are they taking? I don't think that they've taken any victory laps in years. Their channel's demonetized. They hit 400,000 on the way up and on the way down. They didn't lap Abba and Preach like they said that they were gonna. What victory lap have they taken? They did a complete clown show trying to expose Daisy when actually they exposed themselves, because if you actually pay attention to detail, they first defended Daisy against all of the same accusations that they're now saying that they have receipts to prove. So I don't understand what victory lap they had. I guess them still having a platform is some form of a victory, but I don't see any victory for them here, because now they have an entire segment on their show where people call in to clown them. It's went from people taking them dead serious to now there's a fresh and fit troll army. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And KO Kid Fit says Fresh is a fool. How many times y'all gonna hear that? We gonna keep saying Fresh is a fool again and again until people finally get it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Ricky. Ricky says Abba and Preach have a better channel. I disagree with Abba and Preach's takes on certain things, like you'll see in the next live stream when I react to their newest video about Fresh and Fit. But I would agree 100%. Abba and Preach have 10 times better of a channel than Fresh and Fit. Abba and Preach have been around forever. They talk about a diverse amount of topics. They have a bunch of different perspectives. They're actually funny. Some things that they do and some things that they say I don't agree with. But as far as content creation goes, if you ask me, Abba and Preach are one of those from the ground up YouTube channels that has literally stood the test of time. And what's interesting about Abba and Preach standing the test of time is that they haven't changed their content significantly at all. It's literally the same format of video, like ever since I found their channel, like way back in the early 2000s. Like 2000, not early 2000s, but like maybe like 2015, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Literally been the same format. They just react to topics. But because they react to such a wide variety of topics, and they don't really have any gimmick that they're dependent on, and they also have such a wide range of topics, to me, it's clearly obvious that they're a far better, far more polished YouTube channel than Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit, for the most part, I think they're heavily based on stabbing people in the back, and they're heavily based on scandals, viral moments, and shock value, not really very much substance. But because we live in this day and age that if people say something that people disagree with, people try to act like they don't like them. You know, I've been preached don't make a lot of comments that people would agree with in terms of certain racial issues. People will jump out the window. I don't rock with I've been preached. You know what I'm saying? Literally nobody says anything correctly all the time. And I guarantee you, if you check everything everybody said with a fine-tooth comb, even the people on the internet that people worship, there'll be moments where you'll say, hey, you said something that's kind of questionable. You know what I'm saying? The thing is I've been preached do it consistently. They haven't gone back on any of the things that they've said, and it's possible for you to still enjoy people's content without necessarily being a cult follower and having to have echo chamber and be gaslit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Also, I don't know, again, like I've said this for a long time. This isn't anything new. I don't know why people are acting like I've been preached haven't been criticizing the red pill for a long time. They've been criticizing the red pill since Darius M. How many people know? I think the guy's name is Darius M. How many people know who Darius M is? If you know who Darius M is, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't know, give me a thumbs down. They got into a whole copyright battle, legal battle with Darius M because Darius M did the same thing as most of these red pill content creators. They sit there and talk about free speech, and then as soon as you have a critique about them, or as soon as you lightly roast them about something that's completely bizarre that they said, they go and start telling all of the authorities. They start going and getting law enforcement involved. They start and go trying to get copyright strikes on your channel. They literally did the exact same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that win, lose, or rug. I feel it. So a lot of times I've been preached are way off. They're way off a lot of times. And one of the reasons why they're way off is because they don't want to channel bomb. You know what I'm saying? So they have to appease to their Tim Pool audience. You know what I'm saying? Thank goodness over here I don't have a Tim Pool audience. But as you guys can see, that costs. That costs. But it is what it is. I'd rather keep it real, you know what I'm saying, and not appease anybody just to, you know, make people feel good, than to have to say a bunch of stuff that I don't agree with and look really bad trashing people that are similar to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's over. It's going to be done. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First of all, how have you been, Daisy, since we since I guess,
bro, Darius M is like one of the old, like, now he's like a OG, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like a OG red pill type cat. How many of y'all familiar with Darius M? If y'all familiar with Darius M, give me a thumbs up. If y'all not familiar with Darius M, give me a thumbs down, man. Darius M been around forever. They got into this. I'm telling you, go back and watch the old I've Been Preach videos and watch I've Been Preach versus Darius M. I don't know why Fresh and Fit didn't take notes from that situation. It's literally the same situation as what's going on now. And I've Been Preach easily won because their channel is so big. They have such a large following. They have such a loyal base, and they're such good and surgical content creators that they can win the war of attrition like that very easily. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It's like people don't get it. It's like people don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's why I always wonder, with what's going on now, if Kevin Samuels was still alive, would Abba and Preach be reacting positively or negatively to his content? Because remember, they hosted Kevin Samuels on a live stream. So, you know, they were real friendly with a lot of these red pill people, even though they disagreed with the ideology. Kevin Samuels came on there. Abba and Preach actually went to the Fresh and Fit podcast. And then kind of the fallout kind of came. So here's my question for you guys. If Kevin Samuels was still alive today, would Abba and Preach be criticizing his videos in the same way that they criticize Fresh and Fit? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
the last time we talked, how have you been handling all
Shout out
this?
to
Because I
Cameron.
want
What's
you to
good with
know
it, bro?
that the reason why they are spreading all these lies about you and causing a lot of harassment is because they want you to have, because I've heard them say this, they want you to have a miscarriage. All of this is to cause you a lot of stress so that you can have a miscarriage. So
Now, let me ask you guys this. I didn't hear this. This is what Just Tree is saying. I never heard that. Did anybody ever hear Fresh and Fit say they want to stress Daisy out so that she has a miscarriage. I didn't hear that. But if it was said, it'd be nice if somebody let me know. So if you're watching on a replay, leave a comment and leave a link if you heard them say this. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that that's what's going on or not? Because the thing is that I guess I would understand why somebody would make that assumption. But the thing is that they behaved in they literally did the exact same playbook with Anna Quinn Fit, and Anna Quinn Fit wasn't pregnant. So if they're simply doing this to make Daisy have a miscarriage, what was the reason that they did that to Anna Quinn Fit for? So that's my question. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
So, you know, I know you're still going strong, but let everybody know how you're feeling and how you're doing.
So honestly, it's been a lot for me. I'm just trying to be strong and stand out, still trying to survive in here. But physically, it's actually a lot of damage, and also emotionally, because yesterday I actually had a little bit bleeding. So I'm just thinking I really need to get this over so I can start a new life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when you talk about get this over, like just let everything else so you can just start a new life with, you know, you and your pregnancy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the timeline, but not in detail anymore because most people already know what we're going to.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said that was a wild take. Tree always implicates men as vindictive and devious. It's giving who hurts you vibes. Yeah, I gotta agree. Now, we've talked about Tree. I've never actually talked about her or like done a live stream about her or anything, but you know, we've talked about her. You know what I'm saying? I sent KO Kid Fit the video that she did. Man, she was so impressed by Jared Taylor. And I think she's one of these people that in her lifetime, she might have had some bad experiences with black men. And because of the bad experiences that she's had with black men, every single black man fits the description of the worst black man that she's ever met. So that drives a lot of her content, in my opinion, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She's married to a white dude from her own testimony. She'll say it later on in this live stream. And as you guys know, I don't private part police, so be with whoever makes you happy. However, I think that it's problematic and weird when people are not with their own race and they tend to denigrate their own race. Again, I want to make sure that people understand that. When I say I think that it's weird that you're not with your own race, that's not me private part policing. Be with who you want to be with. What I'm saying is that I find it weird when people are in interracial relationships and they have a quote unquote hatred for their own race, because I don't understand how you can hate your own race. And then actually, if you believe that your race is that bad, you're part of that race. So why does your partner love you? So you're kind of technically invalidating your own relationship. So I don't get it. Does what I'm saying make sense? If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. That's like saying, oh, you know, black people are so bad, I can't stand black people. Let me make all this content about black people. I'm black, and then I'll, you know, be in a relationship with somebody that's not black, but I'm not believing my own propaganda. Because if I believe my own propaganda, then I should be telling my partner every day, break up with me, because I'm part of this horrible group of people that I keep making content about. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that kind of logic will never make sense. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
To do is debunk a lot of things that Myron said. So Myron said that the first time you all met, that you all had sex, and that's not true. So can you talk about, we understand you all met at a club, but you go ahead and tell everybody what happened since then.
Okay. So the story is we met in the club. He got my contact. And then 4 days later, we went out. He took me to dinner. It was very nice. Like everything was so good. Good chemistry. Went very well. Then I decided to see him again. So that night, we didn't do anything. I didn't have.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, Cameron. So when people come with that kind of rhetoric, you're literally alleviating any of the fault of any issues in the relationship from your partner and saying that it's because of you, because you inherently believe that the group that you're a part of is bad. But see, those kind of people, for whatever reason, they have that kind of mentality, like they transcended the group of people that they come from, or they're just different. That's why this person likes me. And like, honestly, I hate to say this, but it doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? If you guys think that it does work that way, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't think that it works that way, then give me a thumbs down.
Sex with him. We waited. So the next date we went on. He took me to a yacht party. So
yacht, was that his yacht or someone else's yacht?
Someone else's yacht.
Okay.
It was like a yacht party where it was kind of like, no, it was fun. And then things happened. So we.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Shout out to Brody. Brody said she might have the Clayton Bigsby syndrome. She might. She might. Honestly, I wish I could tell you, bro, but I have no idea what it is that makes a lot of these people tick. Now, if you listen to a lot of the people on YouTube, they got the answer. Oh, yeah, they got the answer. They'll tell you everything. Even if they're not certified psychologists or, board certified psychiatrists, they got the answer for you. They'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I can't. And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 41 people watching and 23 likes. If everybody could enforce those likes and get us to 50, that'd be great.
Had our first sex on the yacht.
Okay. Now, did he use anything? Did he use any condoms or anything like that?
I was suggesting, but I wasn't planning to have sex. And then we both, I guess we just, I didn't have any condom. And then he was like, when I'm
yay, I got a subscriber.
Horny and stuff. And he was like, he took me downstairs and it just happened, but.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm not gonna.
Now here's the thing, right? How many people, if FreshCEO was not the baby dad, how many people would accept the "it just happened" explanation for how they had sex? Literally nobody would accept that. Most people would start roasting. So now let me ask you guys, everybody in here is an adult. Has anybody in here ever had a situation where quote unquote sex just spontaneously started happening? If you have, give me a thumbs up. If you guys haven't, give me a thumbs down. And so now my question is, why is she not being criticized for that answer? Oh, it just happened. It didn't just happen. There was a lot of planning that went into things. But okay, it just happened.
I acting like innocent here, but I'm also responsible for this because first time we didn't use protection.
Okay. And I guess what happened after that?
We spent 2 days together after that. Everything went really good. And then he dropped me to the airport. I came back to New York. We started chatting for nearly a month. And then on December 28th, that's the day I went back to Miami. He picked me up in the airport. I stayed at his place because he said.
Shout out to the Deep. The Deep said it just happened. You got to tell us the story. Tell us the story. Tell us what happened. With me, usually there's some work that's involved. Now, as far as even like a one night stand or say, for instance, you happen to, get it in at the job or something like that. It still didn't just happen. Somebody wanted it to happen. You know what I'm saying? It didn't just happen. There was some planning. Somebody threw some game out there. You were dealing with a woman that was kind of already ready for it, or either you got her ready for it based on you guys' interaction, but it didn't just happen. You're not just at a party and next thing you know, you stroking some female. That's not how it works. Unless, you know what I'm saying, you happen to, drop some X or something like that. But even then, you still dropped X and more than likely are probably around somebody that dropped X. So, you know what I'm saying, you got two people who have drug-induced horniness around each other, which, again, are choices that were made in order to speed that kind of situation up. See, shout out to the Deep. That's exactly what I just said. He said the ecstasy. I feel so sickety, rolling on ecstasy. Shout out to Bone.
That I want to spend New Year with you. He said, just so you know, you're going to spend Christmas and New Year with me.
Now hold on. Let me show because I got to show these.
Now, I just want you guys to pay attention. The forces of YouTube, you guys see the forces of YouTube are working against me as they always are in the live chat. You guys know that we should have way more people in the chat than this. You know what I'm saying? But We got those forces of YouTube working to try to squeeze my channel down into nothing. So I need y'all to help your boy out and show them that black light is stronger than the forces of YouTube trying to suppress my channel by banging on that like button, hitting those little emojis that YouTube puts in the bottom of the chat, and sharing the stream to your social media to help get the engagement up so they don't finally squeeze my channel down to 0 live viewers like they want to. Or, I mean, if you guys just actually don't like the content, if it's just garbage, if it's boring, you know what I'm saying, I can shut the stream off and, you know what I'm saying, we can chop it up in Discord. Y'all let me know what y'all want.
Text messages, because you two were talking and he was like, you're going to be mine. And I love you, babe. This, that, and the other. And of course, while
shout out to the Deep. I appreciate you, bro. Make sure that you guys throw some like enforcers in the chat for the Deep. That definitely helps. Make sure y'all show him some love.
you're in, because your birthday is on the 7th of December, correct?
Right.
Right. So let me go ahead and show these right here where he was, because what people don't realize is that he was love bombing you, right? So he says
a lot.
Now here goes the thing, right? See, because this situation is so polarized, because Fresh is involved, anybody that critiques Daisy, you automatically get criticized as if you're taking Fresh's side, right? But as everybody knows, especially the people that have been over here for a long time, which is literally everybody, because nobody, you know what I'm saying, YouTube doesn't move my content anywhere. But literally everybody, Terrence has been around, Cameron's been around, KO Kid Fit's been around, and he's made his own content about this. You know what I'm saying? Vega's been around. I'm not a fan of Fresh and Fit, right? But I'm also not a fan of the gaslighting and what's going on here. Now, here's the thing, right? There's a lot of claims that people are trying to debunk that I do not believe have been made. Now, Fresh is lying, and he got caught in 4K lying. Shout out to Eon. Eon's been around forever too, right? I don't think that there's anybody that's denying that there's a possibility that Fresh got her pregnant. I don't believe that anybody's denying that that possibility exists, because Fresh committed the act, which she actually verbally agreed to. What I believe that there is doubt in is, 1, Daisy's motives for being with Fresh. 2, if Daisy is actually indeed pregnant. 3, if she actually had an intention on having a baby, because some people think that she's just doing this to get back at Fresh, right? And that she doesn't even have any intention on having a baby. Yeah, I gotta agree. Now, here's the thing, right? The love bombing. Love bombing is one of the fundamental tenets of what a narcissist does, right? Which is wild, because narcissists and narcissism content has been around forever, right? But people aren't talking about it in that context. And shout out to my man Cameron Jones. If you guys can spam the chat with those radiation emojis like Cameron is doing, that would be great. You see those Streamlabs numbers? Let me see. Hold on. Where is that Streamlabs number at? You see that? If we could get that ×3 combo up to 100, that would be great. I know Cameron down to do it.
Almost made me feel like I was the special, like I was the only one.
okay.
In his life.
I'm going to read both of the texts, which you are familiar with anyway. So on the 7th of December, while you're in China, he goes, "Happy birthday, babe."
No. I was in New York.
You was in New York on your birthday?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards then. Okay. So while you was in New York, he says, "Happy birthday, babe."
Look, check this out. Once we get some more members, I think on this channel I need 26 more members. Once we get some more members, I'm gonna make a spam enforcement emoji. What do you guys think about that? How many of y'all down for a spam enforcement emoji? If you guys want that, of course, spam the chat. Win Loser Rug said, "Love bombing is another one of those things they accuse you of. So now you got to walk on your tiptoes. That's why Gen dudes are struggling now." Facts. And that's because of one of the tactics that people do is, if I've broken up with somebody or I'm upset with you, automatically you're a narcissist, even though I'm not a counselor who's certified to diagnose personality disorders. I'll just throw around the fact that I feel that you're a narcissist because you hurt my feelings. You guys ever notice? Oh, people always say, "Oh, he was a narcissist," or "Oh, she was a narcissist," and I'm just an empath. I'm just an innocent little empath. Well, the thing that's interesting about narcissists and empaths is, if you ask me, my personal opinion, I believe that narcissists and empaths are the exact same kind of people. They're the exact same people. They just use different means to validate themselves. But the issue is they can't validate themselves through their own self-identity. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, AB Promotions. You know what I'm saying? My man, AB Promotions with the $5 super chat. Let me see. Hold on real quick, bro. I got a new. Wait a minute. Hold on real quick. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Check this out. I got you.
Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
Hey, make sure y'all show AB some love. Throw some flames, radiation emoji, and some ducks in the chat for him being the first stream sponsor. He said, who nuts in a jump off from the club? I need some simping. Bro, that's facts. You ain't never lied. That's facts. Not only did he do it once, he did it again.
Again! Simping alternate, claim to be the key. But he lie about everything, don't mean a thing.
He lie about everything. And he a bad liar, too. He a bad liar. You know what I'm saying?
Just so you know, I got you a gift already. I thoughtful. Oh no, you said thoughtful. I think you meant to say thoughtful, but you just learned. You haven't been learning English not that long. But anyway, I'm happy you actually remember it. He said, yes, I did.
Make sure you guys show my man Win Loser Rug some love. Definitely appreciate it. And you guys know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we need it. Y'all know we need it.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the March of Dimes.
I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business.
Standing on business. Shout out to my man Win Loser Rug for always standing on business. Hey, I was just asking AB. I was chopping it up with him on Messenger earlier. How many of y'all watch Could Have Been House, man? Do y'all watch that on Drewski's YouTube channel? If y'all watch Could Have Been House, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't watch Could Have Been House, give me a thumbs down. If y'all don't watch Could Have Been House, man, y'all need to start watching that Could Have Been House, man. That show is hilarious. Drewski he's crazy.
Didn't forget. And then you put two happy face. And then he says, don't forget, you are mine. And then you said, yes, boss, are you? And you are mine. And he says, good. What are you doing for your birthday? He says, we are going to this place for dinner. And then that's when you show the reservations for that. Okay. And then shout
out to Sun Kids. What's good with Sun Kids?
And this was when you were the next text is when you were in China. And I do believe this is it. He says, good night, babe.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all would say that anytime WhatsApp is involved, it's usually a shady situation? I would give people a word of advice. If you have to contact people through an app like WhatsApp, always kind of just keep a slight side eye on the situation. Just keep a slight side eye on the situation. Because in many cases, WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, you know what I'm saying? Apps like that, those little weird messaging apps, they're always involved with some type of shade, like usually like the kind of shade where you'll wake up and your bank account is completely empty.
Good night, miss you, babe. And you go, miss me too. He says, hurry up and come back. And then you say the 28th or the 30th. Which day?
This is when I was in New York. This is the time when I came back from Miami to New York. We started chatting for a month.
Oh, so you guys were doing all this texting while you was in New York.
That's the first time.
Oh.
Then I was in China for 2 months, and that's also like another 2 months we couldn't see each other. That's why Marion said we didn't spend that much time together, but we did have a 4-month relationship. We just spent time to time, and this time she got me pregnant because I spent literally almost from March 9th till 25th with him every day. That's enough time to got me pregnant.
Okay.
And he knows.
All right. So
now here goes the thing, right? I don't think that Fresh really even is doubting that he got her pregnant. Let me ask y'all this. Has anybody heard Fresh come out and say that I didn't get her pregnant or it's not possible that I got her pregnant? Has he come out and made that statement? I think what is actually going on is that everybody's trashing Fresh because Fresh made contradictions. They're about families, allegedly, and Fresh is saying to abort the baby. Also, Fresh is breaking his own red pill rules, simping, and like that guy said on that one video, boasting in a prostitute. You guys remember that one video? This video, Fresh fans would not like. Fresh Prince CEO gets caught boasting in a prostitute. Remember that video?
He says the 28th or the 30th, which day do you prefer? And then you said both are your days, both are your off days. And he said the 28th. I can still pick you up on the days I work, by the way, just not at night. And then you go, it's fine. I will take a look later. And he says, okay, perfect. And then this one says that what is this? December the 12th was the day.
Fresh Prince CEO gets caught boasting in a prostitute. And he did it again and again.
Again!
Man, I bet you when he you know what I'm saying? I bet you when they was on that I bet you when they was on that yacht and she bent over, he was looking at that ass like,
Tie this bitch up!
Train the remix god!
I'll tie this bitch up! Tie this bitch up! I will! Tie this bitch up! I will! Tie this bitch up! I'll tie this bitch up!
He just, man, she bent over and pulled down that thong and he jumped up like, he was like, oh, yo, bro, I'm about to tear this bitch up, bro.
And you had JetBlue Airline, right?
Yeah, I bought a ticket after the conversation. I said, I'm going to see you, spend the new year together. That was December 28th. That's the second time I met him. That's the second time.
Okay. All right. So you come back. So hold on a second. Let me get my notes. Okay, here we go. So you come back and he picks you up. Now, when he picks you up,
shout out to my man.
Does he take you to a hotel or does he take you? What does he take you? I'm not going to try to leave you.
No. I asked him to book us a hotel because I know I didn't want to I wanted him to have his own space, as I always wanted to have our own space. I suggest that, but he said just.
Now here goes what's interesting about this situation, right? And we need some like enforcement. Make sure y'all throw them like enforcers in the chat. We got 64 people watching and we only got 36 likes. Man.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Y'all got me out here trying to ice skate uphill. But now, me and KO Kid Fit actually had like a little sidebar conversation. If you ask me, the situation is that Mandy was, or not Mandy, not Mandy, Daisy was actually getting caked up, right? She was getting caked up by Fresh. So basically Fresh was kind of just on some pay for play stuff, right? But she was willing to do a lot, at least so she said, for the cake, right? If you ask me, I don't know what Fresh was on, or I don't know what Fresh was thinking, but I don't think Fresh is going to ever do any better than that. He ain't never going to do any better than Daisy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he is. I think that not only did he already just completely destroy the credibility of the show by being a simp, a trick, and paying for box, and just breaking all of the red pill stuff, not having a vasectomy and all of that, right? He's completely destroyed the credibility. But whatever kind of quote-unquote agreement, like Daisy says, that they had, it ain't getting no better than Daisy for Fresh. It ain't getting no better than Daisy. So he just messed up in all different kinds of ways, if you ask me. What'd you guys think? Y'all might disagree. I don't know how anybody possibly could, but if you do, please feel free to let me know. But I don't think it's ever going to get any. I don't think it's going to get better for him than Daisy. So he just messed up everything, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think.
Stay with me. I said, okay.
Okay. And of course, he's love bombing you and having sex. So did you guys have, of course, did you have sex the day you got back?
Yeah, that's facts. That's big facts. If you guys agree with win, lose, or rug, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to my man, Reality Check Virtual Radio. What's good with you, bro? If y'all not subscribed to my man, Reality Check Virtual Radio's channel, make sure y'all go over there and check it out. If one of the mods could put the link in the chat for him, I'd appreciate it. Shout out to John Guillory. What's good with you, bro? Win, lose, or rug said, so far, during all these interviews, all Daisy has done is tried to paint herself as innocent. And she's been getting a lot of help from the interviewers too with that. Let's not, honestly, who did I say? I thought, oh yeah, I said I thought Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews did the best overall reaction to the entire situation. But yeah, she's been getting a lot of support from the platforms that she's on as well, as far as making herself look like a victim. You know what I'm saying? Windless Rug says, so far, all of these interviews Daisy has done is try to paint herself as innocent and loving. So she adds little details about how things or how she was raised. Yeah. And she kind of adds to that mysterious thing when she always sits there and says, you know, she says that she was raised by a single mom. That's what she said. Those are her words. You know what I'm saying? Her parents were divorced.
Yes, directly.
Okay, I gotta ask, girl. I gotta ask. I'm sorry, I gotta ask. This clown thinks he's Dong Dick Wan. How was the sex?
I would say during this whole relationship, I was the one who was investing much more than him.
Now, I want to ask you guys, never mind. I'm not even going to ask that question. Shout out to my man, AV Promotions. My man, AV Promotions said, I need some 50s. Get those dollars. These 304s ain't loyal. Big facts, bro. Big facts.
This is the hardest record out.
Make sure y'all show my man AB Promotions some love. He is the third stream sponsor. Definitely appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so her question, and shout out to Vega for being a like enforcer. Make sure y'all throw them like enforcers in the chat. See, I'm telling you, look, we beating YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my question is, why do you think that that's always brought up as far as quote unquote, how was he? What do you guys think? See, because here's the thing, right? If you ask me, in many cases, that's kind of like a flying monkey shaming tactic. Would you guys agree? That's kind of like flying monkeys in a shaming tactic. Because my thing is, how is that relevant? I also, believe it or not, I also never really heard Fresh and Fit brag about their ability to please women. I've never heard that. As a matter of fact, you kind of, if you're a mature guy and you listen to Fresh and Fit's content, you kind of, you can get from the content the way that they try to downplay the importance of pleasing women. As a mature adult, you kind of get to, okay, I know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? They don't, the only body fluids that are involved when, you know what I'm saying, they're dealing with women is their own. You know what I'm saying? They're not making her make any. I get it. I got it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So they got to downplay the importance of pleasing a woman. And they do that in their content. Myron, you know what I'm saying? He says that he's not concerned with pleasing a woman, which is interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think that most guys who are involved with women, one of the primary objectives, you know what I'm saying, of when you're bumping uglies is to hit that 777. At least that's how it is for me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own.
Even about
Were you satisfied? Did you climax? Is it, you know?
No. He doesn't make me come. I'm the one who always like make him feel like so pleased. You know, I wear expensive lingeries. I buy expensive lingeries from London.
Jago DeRouge, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Hey, Jago said, women have a hard time with 5 inches. Anything above is for freaks, in which I like. If y'all agree with Jago, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Just to, you know, to make him happy. You know, I was really into this man. So, you know, I don't want him to feel bored of me so quickly.
How would he feel bored of you? Look at you. I mean,
so now check this out, right? According to Daisy, Fresh is ugly. According to Daisy, the sex is bad. Now, Daisy was allowing him to be with multiple women while they were together. Now she's not allowing him to be with multiple, or now she's upset that he was with multiple women. So again, it goes back to the question that I had. What did Daisy actually like about him? What Daisy actually like about it? What was so impressionable that Fresh had that just made that just like, man, she was just like her panties just flew off like one of those commercials where the wind blew and the panties were off on the yacht. Like what took the panties off? You know what I'm saying? The wind just blew and the panties was down and it was a flood in the room and it was all because of Fresh. What caused that? Shout out to my man Lehman Lucas. What's good with it, bro? Terrence said it's because of $1 million a year. If you guys agree with Terrence, it's because of $1 million a year. Give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. I think that the money and the resources absolutely 110% has something to do with it. And I mean, to lie and say that that didn't have anything to do with it is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blaxploitation. Blaxploitation says she liked his access. Yeah, I agree. And if you ask me, I think that's one of the reasons why Miranda was rocking with Fresh. If y'all think that's why Miranda was rocking with Fresh, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but you don't understand, guys. This is guys' mentality, because even if they have the most precious woman, they still want to do stuff with other women.
I don't think that that's naturally guys' mentality. Shout out to, I forget, I think it was damn. Let me see. Hold on real quick. In my Discord, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Who was it real quick? LL Crypto J. Shout out to LL Crypto J in the Discord. In the Discord, LL Crypto J posted a video where there was some woman who's divorcing her husband, and she's divorcing her husband, quote unquote, because he's perfect. Oh, okay. Let me see. Soccer player Kara, ex-wife, says she's divorcing him. All right. Kara never betrayed me. He treated me well. He gave me a wonderful family, but I was not happy. Something was missing. The problem was he was too perfect for me. Okay. How many people have ever heard any situations like that? If you guys have ever heard a situation like that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys haven't, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to my man AB Promotions with the $4.99 super chat. Make sure y'all show him some love. Throw some flames, some radiation emoji, and some ducks in the chat from my man AB Promotions super chatting me
Again!
Silence! Silence! I ain't got no money, punk!
I ain't got no money, punk. AB says nothing like hearing a woman say, splash, I need a good review. Yeah, facts. Facts. Even if you don't get a good review, if there's no complaints, you know what I'm saying, I can be happy with that. Because I've heard, you know what I'm saying, I've heard women complain. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Thank goodness ain't nothing never got back, you know what I'm saying, about me like that. Thank goodness. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to be bragged about. You don't need to brag about me as long as no bad complaints came back. I'm cool on that. Somebody could have, you know what I'm saying, Yelp reviews, pages and pages of Yelp reviews. As long as I don't have any negative reviews, I'm cool with no reviews. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. But I think that it's interesting that she feels that if men have a good woman, that men will still try to pursue other women. I don't think that that's normal behavior for men. I think that there are some men that are like that, but I don't think that it's a majority. Would you guys, if you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. It's the same thing with like how people try to say that all these women are 304s and all these women are OnlyFans models. Like, yeah, that's just not true. If all these women were 304s and all these women were OnlyFans models, literally no women would be at work, because doing that is far more lucrative than having a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? All of these companies would be just SOL. The lines at the fast food places would be wrapped around the stores for blocks, because literally there would be no women in the workforce, because all they got to do is sit at home and do OnlyFans. All they got to do is just, you know what I'm saying, get caked up. So I don't believe that narrative. You know what I'm saying? I believe that it's a small amount.
I gotta ask, girl. I gotta ask. Sorry, I gotta ask. This clown thinks he's Dong Dick Wan. How was the sex?
I would say during this whole relationship, I was the one who was investing much more than him. Even about.
Were you satisfied? Did you climax? Is it
No. He doesn't. He doesn't make me come. I'm the one who always like make him feel like so pleased. I wear expensive laundries. I buy expensive laundries from London just to to make him happy. I was really into this man. So I don't want him to feel bored of me so quickly.
How would he feel bored of you? Look at you.
I don't think that she was into him for him. I think she was into him as an investment. And honestly, if you ask me, I think that what she's the most upset about is I think that she saw Fresh as really insignificant and that he should just be grateful that she's giving him the time of day. And I think that the reason why the outrage is really there with this is because she's like, I can't believe that this smiling booger dumped me like this. Like, I'm so much better than that. Like, my pussy is worth $1 million a year, and this smiling booger just dumped me. I think that's where the majority of her outrage comes from, to be honest. That's just how I feel about it. I think that she feels that she's too good and too worthwhile to be dropped like a bad habit, like what happened to her. And it's a real blow to her ego that she just got kicked out the van door while it was moving, like that meme with the Democrats kicking the black people out of the van after they got the vote. You know what I'm saying? She just can't believe it. My $1 million pussy got turned down by this ugly smiling booger. Unbelievable, unacceptable. I'm about to go off the wall. I'm about to go supernova. I think that's what this is for real. She was supposed to come out on top. But she was supposed to come out on top. But according to her, she never came at all. So that should have been a warning sign. If you ain't coming at all, you definitely ain't about to come out on top.
I know, but you don't understand, guys. This is guys' mentality, because even if they have the most precious woman, they still want
facts
to do.
Now that's big
women.
facts. And I keep forgetting about the Miss China thing. Brandon Prince says, I think his reaction to her being pregnant is what done it. It's Miss China ain't having it. Yeah, I gotta agree. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, then give me a thumbs down. And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have not smashed that like button yet, please take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell and subscribed to the channel, please take a moment, hit the bell and subscribe to the channel. That would definitely help.
Just like one watch is not enough.
Daisy, no. I disagree with you on this one.
I know most men, they will be really appreciative about
yes, thank you.
Because look what he does. This man is different. So I understood in the beginning. So I'm just trying, because this is just me. This is how I treat my men, So
now let me shout out to I think this is Taya. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Taya P. Taya P says, but men are loyal as their options is what women are taught. Now, here's my question. Who's teaching women that? And honestly, if you ask me, I don't believe that many men, I think there's a small percentage of men. I don't think many men know how their options actually work. I don't think that many men know how their options actually work. I think that there might be a small percentage of men who have that consciousness and are aware of how their options work. But I think that most men go through life not necessarily knowing how to leverage their options or what their options even are. And that women are aware of men lacking that consciousness, which is how you see certain situations pop up. Now, here's my question to all the women who are in the chat, other than Taya P. Were you taught that men are as loyal as their options? If you guys were taught that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys weren't, then give me a thumbs down. And honestly, as far as the options things go, I think that most people operate based on their options. I don't think that that's something that's specific to men. I think that we see that phenomenon play out in real time all the time. So anybody that has an option that they can leverage, most times people will leverage that option, regardless if it's a man or a woman, even outside of the quote unquote relationship sphere. If you can get away with sleeping at work because you have the option to do it because there's no surveillance cameras and you don't have a boss, you're going to sleep at work. You don't have to have a dick to make that decision. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like people don't know how much I invested in this relationship, materially.
Okay.
Material and.
Well, let's we're gonna talk about the money in a minute. Okay, so I'm just really shocked at like all. Anyway. So okay, let's talk about the whole bracelet, the fake bracelet. So
I think that abuse is also based on options. And the reason why I say that is because I think that tolerable abuse creates the option for someone to abuse. So if you take away that person's option and stop tolerating abuse, like if you have somebody that's physically trying to harm you in a relationship and they hit you or they punch you, if you don't take that, if you set a hard line boundary, this is not acceptable, and you take away that option, it's going to be less tolerated. But if you don't have a boundary up and you allow somebody to just beat you up like an Everlast bag, then they're looking at that like this is an option of how I can take out my anger, and then they'll just go upside your head at any indiscriminate moment, anytime they get upset and feel the need to, as a result of not taking away that option. So to me, options are important, but they're not discriminate on just male or female. It's just human behavior. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Soapbox Moment. But again, that's just my opinion, though. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And this ain't no echo chamber, so it's perfectly safe to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel scared or intimidated. That's one of the, because I don't go in on my chat and talk crazy and just scream at everybody. That's one of the reasons why, people don't come around, because the people on YouTube love to be abused. You know what I'm saying? They love to be abused. They're so used to being abused in their daily life, at home, at work. They got to come to social media. And if they're not in a situation or an environment that's similar to what they're used to, which is toxicity and chaos, then they just can't function properly. You know what I'm saying? Soapbox Moment said, Rob, I've also had a woman tell me that they are raised with a mindset of relationships. If he's successful, he's cheating. That's interesting. Where do you think that comes from? All I have is a brother, so I never like heard anything that women are told in growing up. You know what I'm saying? So this is interesting. This is all new to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning as you guys are telling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, when you got there, when he said, babe, I got a gift for you. I got your birthday gift for you. And he gives you a fake Van Cleef bracelet.
Yeah, so 28th December, I arrived in Miami. He picked me up. We went to his house.
So I didn't know Fresh got her one of them bracelets that was going to turn her arm green. They said that those was tattoos that they could see on her back. Y'all think that those tattoos, or is that where the fake jewelry just turned her skin green? Let me know. Now, mind you, also, can we go as far as to say Daisy gave Fresh the option to deal with multiple women? Because she could have said, no, I'm not dealing with you. If you're dealing with multiple women, you're going to deal with me. She told him that he could. So here's my question. Why would she do that? Can you have self-respect and actually do that?
Make me calm. I'm the one who always make him feel so pleased. I wear expensive laundries. I buy expensive laundries from London just to make him happy. I was really into this man. So, I don't want him to feel bored of me so quickly.
How would he feel bored of you? Look at you. I mean,
I know, but you don't understand, guys. This is guys' mentality, because even if they have the most precious woman, they still want to do stuff with other women. Just like one watch is not enough.
Daisy, no.
So shout out to the guys. Shout out to y'all, man. All the guys in the chat, shout out to y'all for suppressing those urges of wanting to do stuff. I know every single one of y'all been wanting to just bust somebody down ever since you put the ring on your wife's finger. But Shout out to y'all if you haven't.
I disagree with you on this one.
I know most of men, they will be really appreciative about it
Yes,
because
thank
he's
you.
different. Because look what he does. This man is different. So I understood.
Hey, that's a
in the
great
beginning,
question,
so
man. Somebody help Andre out. Andre said, my main question is, how did she know that it was a fake bracelet? Probably because she has experience with real ones. Now, here go the real question. Where would she get that experience with the real ones from?
I'm just trying, like, because this is just me. Like, this is how I treat my men, you know. So, like, people don't know how much I invested in this relationship, materially.
Okay.
Material and.
Well, let's we're gonna talk about the money in a minute. Okay, so I'm just really shocked at like all anyway. So okay, let's talk about the whole bracelet, the fake bracelet. So when you got there, when he said, babe, I got a gift for you, I got your birthday gift for you, and he gives you a fake Van Cleef bracelet.
Yeah, so 28.
Oh man, make sure y'all throw some flames in the chat for my man John Guillory. John Guillory said, man, right after the preacher put the ring on his wife's finger, he looked into the audience and said, I'm about to hit you at the reception. Damn. Oh man, I'm just kidding, man. That's hilarious though, man. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen, man. Make sure y'all show Brooklyn Queen some love. Definitely appreciate it.
Silence. I ain't got no money, punk.
I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the March of Dimes.
We're not exactly the March of Dimes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn Queen for making us the March of, well, I guess the March of Tens would be the March of Dimes.
Remember, I arrived in Miami. He picked me up. We went to his house. He got me this gift. Then I was like, I opened it. I'm like, oh, wow, this is the Van Cleef bracelet that I've been talking about. And
shout out to Kel. What's good with it, bro?
He always said, like, I can get it for you. But I never asked anything. Never. Because the bracelet I was supposed to get for my birthday, I was going to get it for myself, but it's not available in Van Cleef store. Anyone buys Van Cleef, they would know that it's pre-order. So I went to the store, I couldn't get it, and I was like, I'm gonna get it for you. So obviously,
oh man, hey yo, because it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the realest, grimiest quotes in the world, man. It don't get no more gangster than an alleged hero robbing the police. Like, man, that's that right there. If there's no other reason why Blade is my favorite alleged hero, that's one of the only heroes that I rock with is Blade, because of this right here.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the March of Dimes.
Man, that's so grimy, man. That is so grimy. It's so grimy and so real. You know what I'm saying?
he bought me the bracelet I wanted, but it's fake. Apparently it's fake. I can tell it immediately, but I didn't say anything because I was like, what can I do? I just met this man. We just started seeing each other. I actually like him.
Right then and there, when he gave you a fake bracelet, he let you know what he thought about you.
I think he thinks I don't know, because I was like, why did you make the box look like that? I was like, did you make this on purpose? Because he gave me another box with this Van Cleef, because I just know if this thing came.
So now here go my question, and people that have been following this story, like Vega might know. Now this Van Cleef bracelet, this one that she's talking about right here, is this bracelet that she's talking about right here the one that we have the receipts for, where they paid $15,000 a piece for it, or is this another bracelet that we talking about? Shout out to Yasuk. What's good with it, bro? Yasuk says she would know about that fake jury action. Yeah, she from New York. She probably be up and down the street in Manhattan, D Avenue.
Fresh from the store, it doesn't look like that. It's the original box, and the material is just.
Why would you think he would look at you and think that you would be able to put on something fake and not know something fake when you see it?
I think he just how to say, like
an idiot?
No. I think he just, because he's like a new money, he just doesn't understand where I come from. Like,
now you know who she needs to be interviewed by. I'm gonna tell you guys who she needs to be interviewed by. She's done the interview tour. She's been all around the internet. We need Hotep Jesus to interview her. We need Hotep Jesus to go over this entire situation. And we need Hotep Jesus to interview her. Believe it or not, I know this is going to sound wild, but it might click. You guys might get it. We we need a Hotep Jesus interview of Daisy, and we need a Piers Morgan interview of Daisy. We need the Hotep Jesus one first and the Piers Morgan one second. I just got the feeling that those would not go really well. I think that both of those interviews would get rage quit. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, she for sure need to go, you know what I'm saying, go holler at Hotep's been told you, though. She need to get interviewed by Hotep Jesus. How y'all think that would go? Carlton said Hotep would embarrass her. If y'all agree, y'all think that Hotep would embarrass her, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. I think that would be a wonderful interview. That's what I think.
You know, he knows I wear this kind of jewelry. You know, he understood, but I just feel like he maybe doesn't know me enough, so he thinks he can fool me.
Mm-hmm. So 2 days later, you told him that the bracelet that he got you was fake.
Right, because I was still thinking, should I just end this up or should I just tell him? You know, because I want to see, maybe he doesn't know.
How much did he pay for the fake one?
He said $5,000.
$5,000. Okay.
Right, and 2 days later he came back home and I asked him, babe, this bracelet is fake. And he's like, what?
Now, let me ask y'all this, to the women in the chat. How many of y'all have $5,000 bracelets? If you guys got $5,000 bracelets, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, give me a thumbs down. And to the guys in the chat, if you all have ever bought the woman or a woman that you love a $15,000 bracelet, give me some flames in the chat. If you guys have not, give me the crying face emojis. And we need them likes enforced. Shout out to the like enforcers. We got 91 people watching and we got 52 likes. So smash that like button. We need to get the likes at the very least up to 80.
I'm like, where did you get it? He said at the secondhand shop, because
he didn't get it from the Van Cleef store. He got it from
no, because it's a pre-order and that color is unique. It's always sold out. That's why I couldn't get it in the first place.
That part. Now, and here go, and this is why I asked that question. Big Schmack 1 says she's saying the sex is bad, but she letting him bang it out raw. If the sex was bad, first and foremost, if the sex is bad, why is it continuing? Because the reason why I'm asking why it's continuing with her is that there's literally no other reasons that she's listed that she likes him. So what is she doing? What is she doing then?
That's how he thought he know I want that bracelet. Because I never asked anything. He just know from the first meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
And then he told me he doesn't know. He's gonna call the shop, but he never mentioned that again. Okay, he just want to like forget about this. So I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't know. So I told him,
wait. When he didn't know, when did you guys go to the mall though? Because I guess after you told him that, you know, the bracelet was fake, you guys went to the mall together, but you didn't go into the store at that time.
No.
He was like, hey, shorty, I'll call, buy a fake Van Cleef from the mall.
On March 29th, so he told me he wanted to go buy something for like New Year. So we went to the shopping mall. As soon as we arrived in the shopping mall, he was like, this is where the sugar daddy.
Hey, that's exactly what Fresh did. Fresh did the Trillville. He said, hey, Daisy, what's up? Can a nigga bust in them guts? Yeah. Give me your number and I'll call, buy a fake Van Cleef from the mall. We'll show to drain my balls. Oh, yeah.
Taking their sugar babies. So I was like, this is so awkward. Why are you telling me this? What is this story? What are you trying to say? Like, I'm not even asking you to do anything. Why are you telling me this? So I was thinking, okay, this man just testing me because he want to see what am I up for. So I was like, okay.
Hey, what he should have did, he should have actually played that Devin. See, this is the problem with these new. Shout out to Miss Niecy. What's good with Niecy? He should have played. He should have played some of that real rap. He should have played some of that Devin the Dude. We gonna leave without paying this home. Show them what they money made for. We gonna leave without paying this home. Show them what they money made for.
Okay? We go separate way. You go yours, and I'll do my stuff. This is how it went. We both went separate. So I went to, buy stuff, shopping, buy clothes, and he did his stuff. Then we met up again.
Look, because this picture right here look like Fresh on the toilet, boo-booing. In this picture right here, Fresh look like he on the toilet, boo-booing.
Sipping water, claim to be the key, but he lie about everything, don't mean a thing. Said he slept 1,000 women straight up night.
Oh man, what's wrong with these people, man? Yo, these young people nowadays, man. These young people nowadays. It's that millennial stuff, man. I don't know what y'all doing out here, man, but the world is done.
And he was like, "How much money did you spend?" I said,
"Shout out to Calvin C. What's good with it, bro?"
He's like, "No, tell me." I said, "Okay, 1,500." He said, "I'm gonna cover that." I was like, "Why would you?" Like, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm like, "Why would you give me money?" He's like, "I want to do that because, you're my girl, so I want to do that for you." I'm like, "Okay."
Wait a minute. How did he give you the $1,500? How did he give you the $1,500? How did you do that?
He PayPal.
Okay, he PayPal that to you. Okay. All right.
But just to clarify, at the first place, he texted me. Okay, and for no matter what reason, he said, "This is for sugar daddy taking the sugar baby."
Hey, we need KO Kid Fit to read that comment. Fresh was only KO Kid Fit could read that comment right. Fresh was like, "I want to know what that thing smelled like." Fresh probably tried to do it with he probably tried to say it with the KO Kid Fit swag too. He was like, "Hey, Dizzy, I want to know what that thing smell like. Can I find out what that thing smell like?" Daisy said, "You can buy after you buy $20,000 piece of jewelry."
For shopping. So I suggest let's go separate way. I bought my own stuff.
Yeah, but I got a question for you. You spent $1,500. What if you spent $10,000? Would he be like, "Oh, I got that for you"?
No.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I think what he was doing, because we'll get to that part. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so now how do we get to the part where you get the real bracelet and y'all go 50-50?
Okay, so after the shopping mall, we continued shopping. We went to Miami Design Street. He went to pick up a few stuff. And then he asked me, "Where else do you
I told you he followed that ass to the mall. To the mall.
Want to go?" So I was like, since we can go to the Van Cleef store, because since we're already out, and he's like, "Okay, we can go, but it's closed." And the next day we went. The next day on, which is December 30th. We went to the store, and that was like the sales gave me a bunch of stuff, necklace that cost $70,000, $80,000. I saw the price. I'm like, okay, maybe this is a little bit too much, and plus it's not like I don't even want it. So I looked at this bracelet, and I was like, okay, I like this one. So he said, okay, let's get this one.
Wait a minute. How was that bracelet displayed? Was it in a case or?
That's what I'm saying,
and
man.
was the price tag?
Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. If you guys agree with Win Lose a Rug, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Win Lose a Rug said, "The more I watch this, the less I think of the one-sided people." Facts, bro. Facts. I'm like, man, do y'all not see what's going on here? If this was any other video, Daisy would be the topic of a Modern Woman video. If it was anybody else, if it was anybody other than FreshCEO, people would be roasting this situation. But the very people that would be roasting this situation are the ones, you know what I'm saying, providing the recompense. I can see her now. She'd be on the thumbnail, on a mediocre tutorials and reviews thumbnail. Modern Woman gets simp to buy $15,000 Van Cleef bracelet and then ruins his life when she finds out she's pregnant. Like, it's just wild to me. And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy to watch the comment section. Oh, Daisy, we just love you. Now, you know, again, I don't hate Daisy. I don't wish any harm on Daisy. But if you there's no heroes in this situation, if you ask me. And I don't understand why Daisy is getting so much grace. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling y'all. For one, not only if this was anybody else, because if this was anybody else, they'd be getting roasted. If it was anybody else, they'd just be getting roasted. If this was a black woman, they'd be getting dragged, like the mud would be splashing up on us. They'd be getting dragged so hard. Like, it's just wild to me to see this.
At first,
in Miami, it's just we go and we sit down, and the sales bring
like
whatever
let's just put this situation into perspective. What if somebody did this exact same thing to Just Tree? Like, let's switch the situation. Let's say that Just Tree was the one who had all of the bad stuff happen to her by Fresh Prince CEO. Would YouTube be as gracious to give Just Tree a voice? Let me know what you guys think.
yeah. So she brought that bracelet, and he looked at it, he says, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he doesn't know the price though.
What happened? What he said?
But I know, like, because
I'm gonna shout out to the fellas. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If your woman doesn't ask you to buy her a Bitcoin bracelet, give her the side eye. Give her the side eye. I want to take you to the jewelry store. I'm about to get you this Bitcoin bracelet NFT. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want no Bitcoin bracelet? Oh, okay. Now they'll look at you like you crazy and call you a nerd until they see that it's going to cost like $75,000. Oh, I want one now. I want one now. I want one now. Get your IQ up. Get your IQ up. You know what I'm saying?
this kind of bracelet was full of diamonds usually costs not less than 20-30K, depends on the brand, you know, Cartier or Van Cleef's. So I didn't know.
Now, shout out to Loophole, right? Loophole says, I think Daisy is getting grace because she was lied on. Okay, when you say that she was lied on, where was what do you mean? Do you mean like how they did that smear campaign live stream about her? I think that Daisy's getting grace because Fresh Prince CEO is the baby daddy only. Oh, okay. Now here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, I think before that smear campaign came out, actually, Abba and Preach gave her the interview before Fresh and Fit did that rebuttal stream. Now, mind you, all of the stuff where was everybody to protect Daisy when Fresh and Fit's comment section was calling her out before all of this happened? Literally nobody, when Fresh and Fit's audience was going in on Daisy, literally nobody was trying to find Daisy to say, look at what Fresh and Fit's audience is doing to this woman. Let's clear her name. Nobody did that. Actually, interestingly, Fresh and Fit allegedly tried to clear her name. Then they turned around and did a live stream trying to substantiate all of the assumptions that their audience made. Man, you ain't never lied. That money I have. Look at Daisy. That money I have you speaking English fluently. You know what I'm saying? That money I have you speaking English fluently. But we still got to get to we later on in the stream. We got to ask this question about Myron.
Why are you gay?
Because it's just a little bit of weirdness. Well, actually, a lot of bit of weirdness going on over there.
Oh, he was shocked about the price. He was like,
wait, how did he find out? See, I want to know, how did he find out about the price?
The bill came out. He was supposed to pay for the bills. The sales gave him the bill. He was like, and then he was shocked and he like sat there for a second. So I was like, what's wrong, baby? He's like, 30K. I'm like, is that expensive? He's like, that's a down payment for Lambo. Oh, down payment for a car. we just got to know each other, so I don't know what the hell is this guy, like,
So now here go my thing, right? If she was a good woman, why would you, if they just got to know each other, why are you about to sit there and let somebody spend 30K on you? I'm not gonna lie. If I was single and I happened to be dating a woman and she was one of them women that be caking people up, and she took me somewhere and was like, where you want to go shopping at today? And I'd be like, I don't know. And she'd be like, I'm about to blindfold you. And I'd be like, bet. And then we go to a car dealership and we at a Range Rover dealership and she like, pick one out. This is your birthday present. I don't know how I would feel about that. I'd be like, yo, man, like we only been talking for like 2 weeks. You really got money to be doing all this? It's kind of weird. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really like diving all deep with a lot of money involved like that. Like that's kind of weird. And facts, shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug says, what does any of this prove? It all just looks real messy. That's exactly what it is. It's just to add more mess to Fresh, to continue to denigrate the Fresh and Fit brand, which actually, I mean, they do a good job of themselves. But what I find fascinating is that they will take the side of somebody who's literally engaging in Fresh and Fit at level behavior and use that very person as a weapon to discredit Fresh and Fit. If you ask me, that's almost as hypocritical as Walter being a simp. Shout out to Terrence. Terrence said now she could flip the bracelet for a profit. Yeah, she could flip that bracelet and get 3 bricks and get busy. You know what I'm saying? She could get the trap house popping.
No, stop. I'm tired of you making excuses for this man. If he's a high value man, he's supposed to be high value, making all this money. Why is he looking at something that costs $30,000? Go, ooh, that's a down payment for a Lambo.
Oh,
I mean, do you?
Shout out to AV. Shout out to AV Promotions. AV Promotions said Fresh isn't a pimp. If you buy a gift and you give it back, I'm gonna give you back. Right. That's why we say this about Fresh.
Sipping Walter ain't claim to be a key, but he lie about everything, don't need a thing.
That's why we say that about him. You know what I'm saying?
You think Bezos says that? Do you think,
no, I don't think that. I just think maybe some men, they prefer to spend the money in a smarter way. So that's why.
Look, deploy the like enforcers. Deploy the like enforcers. Terrence said 93 likes or 93 watching and 11 likes. The math ain't mathing. Deploy those like enforcers.
That's what I was thinking.
But he's the one with all the jewelry and the cars and the flexing and stuff like that. Does he look like he spends his money in a smart way? He's a flasher.
You just have you have to know that before that I only spent 2 days with him.
Okay. You get it back.
Okay, so I just know maybe this guy's like interested in investing. And guys don't spend money on bags, Hermes bag, jewelry. Girls like to do that.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I understood. So I said, okay, we're not gonna get it. Then he was like shocked, still shocked, So I was like, okay, how about we do half and half? And he was like, okay.
Okay, so let me see. So this is the receipt. Even though they doxed you, even though Myron doxed you, I still redacted Walter's address. And
now, what I find interesting about this is that one thing that is concerning is that it seems like a lot of the content that has come out about this situation has become more on finding out intimate details of their relationship instead of pointing out the contradictions of Fresh and Fit, which is what most of this critique is allegedly supposed to be about. Now, you guys saw I did a couple live streams and I clipped up some videos where I did videos showing the contradictions of Fresh and Fit that they did prior to any of this situation that didn't even involve Daisy saying anything. So now my question is, the people who are giving Daisy this platform, did they criticize any of those contradictions, or are they just getting the tea? That would be a question that I would think is pretty valid. Wouldn't you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
And your name out of here. So we're looking at the price tag where it is close to $30,000. So it says purchaser Mr. Walter Weeks, and then it has your name. But also we have you with.
That's my biggest issue, bro. I gotta agree, and that's I said that off the rip. Terrence said both sides of the argument don't address the actual issue. Facts. The actual issue is that Fresh and Fit are hypocrites, and even more so, like, you know what's interesting? One of the hypocritical things about the situation is Daisy is actually the opposite type of woman that Fresh and Fit are supposed to be going after. Daisy is 110% the type of woman that they complain about. But you know what's interesting? On these interviews, nobody has really asked the question, well, you're the epitome of what Fresh and Fit preaches for people to not be with. What is it about you that made Walter be with you? And nobody's really asking that question. I think that question would be gold. That, to me, is indeed one of the most important questions. Shout out to Lehman Lucas. Lehman Lucas says maybe everything Fresh had was rented. It might be. It absolutely might be. Shout out to Katsy. Katsy said, did you notice what they said about high-value men? It seems that only money is what makes a high-value man, which is exactly the opposite of what I believe. Isn't that interesting? And Daisy was definitely shopping, right? Like she was shopping the price tag of a man, or how much a man had to be able to spend, because the more money that a man has, the more money could be spent on her. That's exactly the kind of woman that Fresh and Fit preach about not getting with. So this is two instances where Fresh has literally broken those talking points and dove headfirst into one of those type of women. But I think that the interview platforms don't want to confront Daisy and tell Daisy, well, you're the kind of woman that Fresh and Fit says not to get with, but Fresh got with you. Why do you think that is? Shout out to my man DJ Elmo. What's good with it, bro?
You contacted the salesperson through text, and it says, you remember my boyfriend and I went 50-50 on a bracelet. She said yes, the salesperson, and then she says both your names are on.
Right. Facts. Shout out to Tricky Nick. Tricky Nick said, I thought they don't go 50-50. We're watching the hypocrisy in real time. And the thing is the hypocrisy is not only on the part of FreshCEO. That's the wild thing about this entire situation. The entire situation is that the hypocrisy is not just FreshCEO. Damn near everybody is being a hypocrite in this situation. Make it make sense.
The account, and then you said, is it Walter Weeks and your real name? And then those sales ladies said exactly, and then you said perfect, thank you. How did he pay and how did you pay for the bracelet?
We just both used our credit card. I believe he used his credit card and I had my debit card.
So so close to 15,000 came out of your debit card, and he used a credit card, and close to 15,000 was used out of his credit card. Okay. So what?
Shout out to DJ Elmo. DJ Elmo said Blacklight, she must have serviced him with that kamikaze sex. Nah, that kamikaze sex is reserved for, you know what I'm saying, like women that are not very attractive. You know what I'm saying? Daisy look all right. She ain't got to do the kamikaze thing. Kamikaze is when you that is your last result. That's the like you really gotta swim through the sewer to get to the prize. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. With that kamikaze sex, that's reserved for people like Just Pearly things. You know what I'm saying? Just Pearly things on that kamikaze. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Daisy necessarily would need to deploy the kamikaze techniques. What do you guys? I don't think that Daisy needs to deploy the kamikaze techniques. She's not bad looking, and she works. She's a workout chick. You know what I'm saying? So that's like an automatic plus. So she don't need to do the kamikaze thing. But you know what I'm saying? If you look like Shrek, you definitely got to do that kamikaze. You definitely got to do that kamikaze. You know what I'm saying? You remember when Fiona turned into a troll? If you look like Fiona, you know what I'm saying, when she had turned into Shrek's wife, that's when you got to deploy those kamikaze techniques. You know what I'm saying? That's when not only you about to blow that person's mind and you be like, damn, I didn't know something that good could come from something that looks that bad, but you got to be pregnant too. So you got to make sure that you have efficient internal hardware, you know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure that you got the skills to pay the bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you deploy the kamikaze tactics, you have to make it where the person you've deployed those kamikaze tactics on thinks twice before every light switch they think about turning on. You be about to flick the light switch and you be like, nah, that kamikaze, you know what I'm saying? Keep that bad boy turned off.
How did he feel after that? Does he
He was happy.
Yeah, he was happy. Okay, okay, all right. And of course, you were happy, right? So, and I noticed that, like, when
I wasn't.
You wasn't happy about the bracelet.
I've never bought it. Like, any gift with. The only reason why I did with him because I liked him so much. I don't want to feel like like the
shout out to
because of materials.
Shout out to SD Johnson. SD Johnson said, "Just pearly things ain't enough smoke or drink for that." And that right there, and that right there, that's the reason why those people have no other option but kamikaze. They have no other option but kamikaze. How many y'all ain't never noticed when sometimes when you like you be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a cute kid, then you see the baby mom and you're like, what the hell? That cute kid came out of that? That's that kamikaze. And then when you ask, like, so, you know, how did you and your baby mom hook up? Notice how they never have an answer. They never have an answer. They got kamikaze. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff. I still just like him, you know. But I also was mad because I got a fake bracelet. I never got any fake stuff in my life, inside my life. Even my friends get, like, I get Chanel and all this stuff from my friends, just like my regular friends on my birthday. I mean, like, this guy is dating me. You don't have to get me anything. Like, you can just simply get me like a perfume or anything. You know, that just shows that you're genuine. But buy me a fake stuff. That's just.
But remember, he volunteered. He's like, babe.
I think that would have actually showed that he was genuine if he said, okay, you pregnant. That's what's up. We in this together. Let's get it. Let's, you know what I'm saying? We're going to figure this out and we're going to rock it out. I think, but what I find interesting about it is that, like, all of what she's saying shows that he's genuine is the amount of money that got spent. Facts. Shout out to Miss Nisi. If y'all agree with Miss Nisi says, so glad that I'm old. Can't comprehend this so-called dating now. This is a reality show. It's not even dating anymore. It's just a reality show. It's just a disaster. And half of it ends up on social media as a what not to do story anyway. You know what I'm saying? Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't yet, please take a moment, smash that like button. We got 76 people watching and we got 63 likes. If we could get the likes to 100, that'd be great.
I got you something for your Christmas gift. I want everybody to understand he was the one who was trying to flex, like, yeah, I bought you something for your birthday. I bought you something for your birthday. And turns out it was a fake bracelet. So then when it turns out that you want the real thing, you see what I'm saying? You had to come out your own pocket, which is initially, if you notice initially, that's the reason why I was mad at you. Because when we first talked on JS Stream, I was like, I know you didn't go 50-50. You went 50-50 on your own stuff.
But you don't know that's when you fell in love. When you fell in love with someone like that, when you really fell in love, you would do stupid things.
Again, I don't believe that Daisy was ever in love with Fresh. Giving it up quick, going half on a ridiculously expensive bracelet. None of that tells me that that's love. But this is in 2024. This is a modern relationship. Fresh is a modern man. She's a modern woman. This is what modern relationships look like. Yeah, and see, that's exactly how, if you guys agree with Terrence, Fresh was an investment, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to my man, Reality Check Virtual Radio. Izzy said, what not to do, but still do. Reality show. Bro, facts. You ain't never lied. Facts. Facts. We're just literally sitting here watching people make the same mistake over and over again. And they act outraged as if they don't know why this stuff is happening.
Okay, girlfriend. All right. and with him love bombing you, I can see what happened. Okay, so let's talk about New Year's Eve on the yacht party, because this is a very significant day, because this is a day where the pictures were taken and they were leaked on Reddit. And so we're going to go down that rabbit hole. So tell us about the second yacht party that happened on Christmas Day. But wait a minute, before you say that, who asked too? It was his idea to spend New Year's Day with you?
Right. Actually, before that, he already asked me to go back to Barbados with him for Christmas, because he was there for Christmas. And he asked me whether I can go with him. I said, I can't leave this country because I'm here on tourist visa. If I leave and come back so quickly, they might, at the immigration, they might help me again. You know, that's what they do to immigrants.
Hold on. Pump the brakes.
So now let me ask you guys this question. How many women do y'all think that Fresh will be able to get if the yachts weren't involved? Because the yacht was a big factor in him getting involved with Miranda. It seems to me like Fresh really leverages that yacht, which is what that Reddit caller had called in and drilled him on. And Myron was doing all of the explaining for him. Let's just put it out there. First and foremost, the first question, would any of these women be interested in Fresh without a yacht? Second question, does Fresh have enough game and red pill awareness to be able to get women without leveraging his yacht or his money or his resources? Let me know what you guys think.
How long did you guys know each other? And so before he decided to take you to Barbados to meet his mama?
Right.
The first time. So you guys...
We spent 2 days together. After I came back to New York, we started chatting every day. And then he was asking me whether I want to spend Christmas with him. He wanted to take me to Barbados, but I couldn't go. So I assumed that time he was with some other girl. As I just noticed, he takes.
Yeah, but are you serious? You really think he's going to take that one girl to see his mama and his grandmama on Barbados? Wait a minute, is he that? Hold on, maybe I'm giving this man too much credit. Is he the type? And I really don't know the answer. That any woman that is somebody who's supposed to be out of his league that he takes to meet his mama in Barbados?
Well, I guess that's the case. That's his game right now. I just noticed. I didn't know he took any woman to Barbados, because that's something.
But I don't think he did though. I don't think he is. He did.
Myron said that on the show. He took multiple women, at least 5
Okay,
girls.
Myron is a liar, and we'll deal with Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. We will deal with him later, okay? Myron lies. Don't listen to Myron, okay? Because so far, we know of 2 different women that he was serious about. I think one of them name was Miranda, and I don't even know if Miranda went to Barbados. You know,
he told me Miranda is not his girlfriend.
Well, she was his girlfriend. They're not together anymore.
I said he told me it's not his ex. They were not together.
They were. I'm so glad you said that. People are gonna clip that and just basically debunk that.
Person Miranda, they came out all the time. I'm not interested in digging his past. I don't care.
Yay! I got a subscriber.
Never honest with me. Never.
So,
lie all the time. Liar.
Okay. So all right. So he wanted to bring you to Barbados on Christmas Day, and then when did he come back from Barbados to Miami?
Oh, absolutely. You already know that's coming. Now, here's my question for you. Which one is going to lump them into being black men? Daisy, Tree, or both? I told you we all got Daisy pregnant. We all did it. You know what I'm saying? If we all put our money together, we could get that Van Cleef bracelet. You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe 27, because 28 he picked me up from the airport.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went back for 2 days. I don't remember exactly the date.
Okay. And then all right, so we got that taken care of. Tell me the part about the New Year's.
Now, DJ Elmo said, I think you're asking about Daisy. Did Daisy have cosmetic surgery? Yeah, she's had some work done. Now, this is by her own testimony. She said she had some work done. I think that she got the boobs done. I don't know about anything else. Maybe she might have got her nose done. I'm not sure. If there's anybody in the chat that knows for sure what kind of work she got done, then let us know. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Why are you gay?
Eve.
Okay, so on New Year's Eve, he took me to the yacht party where they did a New Year yacht party stream. So the whole Fresh and Fit team was over there. So somehow I got into the camera. They caught me holding Fresh, kissing him, talking to him. So they start digging in me. They found my Instagram. As you know, guys, they always said on the show that if a girl wear bikini, expose herself on Instagram, she's cool. So
hey, shout out to Vega. Vega said on Duke's channel, she pulled up an old pic of her and it didn't look a thing like her. Now that's wild, right? That's wild, because now then that makes us have to ask, well, all of those, like, what about those receipts? Because if she's gotten like a witness protection level amount of work done, then how would we be able to identify anything or verify anything was her from the past if she's gotten a complete reconstruction of her entire everything? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Finance Man. What's good with you, bro?
his friends are they just stick in me and find my Instagram photos, and they already was like so sure, like, oh, she's a whore. You know, that's just not true. It's because you guys are influenced by these people, but that doesn't mean that's the fact. Okay, then they start talking about me, and then 2 days later, Fresh was like,
yeah,
come to the show. You can.
So shout out to Izzy. Izzy says nose, eyes, face, boobs, and waist trainer. She fake. She definitely wears the waist trainer. She got that corset on with them strings pulled all the way tight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even no space between that bad boy. I don't know how she breathed. On the I think on the thumbnail for this video that Just Tree did, she got that waist corset, vacuum waist, you know what I'm saying, suck everything in, make your waist like a stick type thing going on. And that is always kind of weird to me when I see that. I don't know why women would wear stuff like that. It seems extremely painful and uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
And clarify yourself. So I was like, okay.
So hold on, let me repeat all that. So and ask a question. So when you all were at the new.
Hey, shout out to Vega. So Vega says this is according to our trusted inside woman, Vega. Her whole head was another size. So did she get like a surgical deflation, or what did they do there? You ever seen the surgery called a DNC? Is that a deflation? a deflation in cutting, or what did she do? How did you do that? How do you shrink somebody's head size? That's crazy. She got a shrunken head. She got one of them old ancient ancestral rituals done, and it shrunk her head. Oh man, that's crazy.
New Year's party, because this was his idea, right?
Yeah.
So pictures were taken and it was leaked on the internet, and then the Reddit got it, and then
the Reddit found me. Somehow they found my IG.
Okay. And then that's when they began to accuse you of being an escort, trying to call you all kind of names. And so then and I know they had defended you on their show, but then so you're saying that Walter said that he wanted you to come up there.
Shout out to the chat. Hey, I need somebody in the chat to give us the prices and the insurance companies that are accepted. How much is a head reduction procedure going for these days? Let me know. Shout out to Finn Lee Zhao. Finn Lee Zhao says they literally cut a piece of your lower jaw and sometimes cheekbones. Yo, that's gotta be crazy. I bet you wake up with your eyes all out of focus. It's hard to eat. Like, man, why would you do that? Yeah, and that's exact. And now shout out to Izzy, right? Izzy says to look more European. She literally admitted to this on the show that these surgeries that she got, or that that do in China, they do it to quote unquote look more Western. Now, when they say that they do this stuff to quote unquote look more Western, what does that mean to quote unquote look more Western?
There and clear your name onto the show.
Right.
Let me see. Do you know when? I remember looking at that show. Do you know what? Oh, it was in January. January the 3rd is when is when you was on or coming on there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I went to the show on January 3rd.
So I got to ask this question: How did Myron and the other guys treat you when you were on the show?
Man, now let me ask you this: Do you think that that's because she dealt with Fresh and now it's public, or do you think it's because of the way that she got her body altered? DJ Elmo says, Blacklight, Chinese men ain't gonna touch her now. She will be forever parasiting off of black men. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Now, here goes the thing, right? As far as Fresh and Fit go, Fresh and Fit made the announcement to everybody that they're not night riders anymore. Or I guess they've never been night riders or whatever. But in a later clip, when that was asked to be clarified, they said, oh, well, bro, what we were talking about was we were actually talking about the app. We weren't talking about, black women. We weren't talking about that because, somebody's cool and they're cool. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's cool and they're cool. So he's talking about the people on the app.
They were okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
So they wasn't disrespectful at all. That's I'm not actually. I know that they don't disrespect the girlfriends of the guys there. So that's why I was
they were good because they as you guys see, they put me in the middle. I was in the middle seat.
What does that mean?
I think personally, they always put like the prettiest girl in the middle. Sorry. Yeah, just personally, I think.
Okay.
Now, again, why? Let me ask you guys this. She said personally, she thinks that they just put the prettiest girl in the middle. Of course. Of course, because she was sitting in the middle. Let me ask you guys this. Do y'all think that Daisy is a little bit self-centered? And I think that she's one of those kind of people that thinks that everybody thinks as highly of her as she thinks of herself. And that's one of the reasons why her ego is shattered so badly, because Fresh decided to just literally drop her like a bad habit after she made the announcement to him that she's supposedly pregnant. If you ask me, it's just me. She is a poster child for being a superficial modern woman. And like I said, if this was any other situation, if Fresh wasn't involved in this situation, no one would care. And if it was a black woman who was pregnant, trying to get people to listen to the story about the baby dad or whatever, she would get dragged so badly, we'd all have to put the mud flaps up. For real. Dead serious. So my question is, why the hypocrisy? Is my question. Like I said, if you ask me, Fresh and Daisy both need to be getting an equal dragging, because the world would be a better place if men were less like Fresh and women were less like Daisy. But as you guys can see, when both of those are put together, the woman gets rewarded. This is a pure case of that. And shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions said, I'm still not off the 5K bracelet. Bro, the 5K bracelet was the fake one. That was the fake one. They then turned around and spent $15 a piece on a $30,000 bracelet that I believe she's still in possession of. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Because that the camera direction is better,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
Did you guys still hang out afterwards? After the show?
Of course.
Where did y'all go?
Oh, you mean that day after the show?
Yeah.
I think we went to the team. Like usually they have a team dinner after the show. We went to grab some food.
Okay. All right. And then this time, now I think you stayed there. Well, when you left, you were there from the 8th, and then you left Miami to go to New York, and then you went from New York to China on January the 10th, right? Now, while you were there, he was still communicating to you. You guys were still talking.
Yes. On the 30th, I still remember that day on 30th of December.
Oh man. Hey, shout out to the Discord people, man. Make sure y'all throw that Discord emoji in the chat. Cameron said, look in the Discord, bro. I'm dead. Is that now? Here goes the thing. Somebody else had a different picture of the alleged what do you call it? Identification card. Now, the interesting thing is, has anybody asked Daisy, was she the woman in those pictures? Has anybody confronted her and asked her that question? Because I want to know what she'd say. Cameron said that's her real face. So Cameron said that that's her real face on that ID that they showed on Fresh and Fit. Yo, that's crazy if that is, man. She got a complete reconstruction. That's that's wild.
He told me, that was at night at his place. He told me, I love you. I want you to be mine. You better don't be with anyone else. And we had a serious conversation. Yo, I didn't expect that.
Did you tell him you loved him back?
No. That was too soon. For me, it's like I just got.
So see, this is interesting because now she goes back to saying she didn't tell him she loves him back, and she didn't say that she loves him. So she never responded to him and said, I love you too. This is a little bit different than what she was saying at first, isn't it? See, now this is weird. I mean, it's not really weird. You know what I'm saying? It's to be expected, if you ask me, but this is interesting at the very least. So now here's my question for you guys. Yeah, the story is evolving. If you guys agree with Cameron, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, then give me a thumbs down. Yeah, and Izzy, fact. Shout out to Izzy. She's lying, and she said it too. So now my question is, why isn't she being questioned on the inconsistencies? How come people aren't interested in the inconsistencies? I think her inconsistencies are just as important as Fresh's. We can't just. I'm not going to talk. We're not going to deal with Daisy's inconsistencies because the focus here is Fresh and Fit. Well, you know what I'm saying? My focus here isn't Fresh and Fit. My focus is what the hell is wrong with these people nowadays. Fresh and Fit is part of what is wrong with people nowadays. Fresh and Fit contribute to hookup culture, and so do women that engage in it. Oh, okay. I didn't know this. Shout out to Big Schmack 1. Big Schmack 1 said, oh, she said it was her in those pictures. Okay. So she looks dramatically, different. Do you guys think that they use one of those tenderizing hammers that they tenderize steak with to get you all softened up before they do the reconstruction surgery on your face? Run a nice little bit of anesthesia in you, then pull the ice out and start beating on your face over a cutting board with that tenderizer hammer? Or do you think that they do something else? They use some type of surgical equipment or something? Let me know what y'all think.
So they just stick in me and find my Instagram photos, and they already was like so sure, like, oh, she's a hoe, you know. That's just not true. It's because you guys are influenced by these people.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
that doesn't mean that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
How facts? How many people think that Daisy's DMs are just full? It's probably dudes that are in there begging her to be the stepdad of the child, and they probably got kids of their own that they don't even take care of, but they just, oh, I'll be the daddy, just to try to get a piece, just to try to get a piece of plastic. Just to try to get a piece of plastic. You know what I'm saying? You know how them action figures was back in the day, how the legs and the arms would pop off of them and it'd be just a little peg right there. That's what these people gonna keep messing around with, these plastic people, and the pegs gonna be just there. One of these days they're gonna wake up and they're gonna wake up out of bed and just the torso gonna sit up and the arms still gonna be laying in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then they start talking about me, and then 2 days later, Fresh was like, you should come to the show. You can clarify yourself. So I was like, okay.
So hold on, let me repeat all that. So and ask a question. So when you all were at the New Year's party, because this was his idea, right?
Yeah.
So pictures were taken and it was leaked.
Shout out to Blaxploitation. Blaxploitation says she'll be jumping from simp to simp for the next couple of years. She's gonna be like simp, hop, sippy to the simp to the simp to hop. Now what you see is a positive test because the simp got her pregnant. Oh Oh man, yeah, that's facts. Shout out to Wrestling Archivist. It'll be the scene from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker on a regular basis for these types. Facts with Fly Guy. He's simp of the year. All in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? It's going down in the DMs. Oh man, yo, back in like 2000, what was that? Like, I want to say like back in 2017, I told people, man, people be upset about these women having babies, you know what I'm saying? And people saying that they're not dealing with the single moms. But because of the way things are going with all of this surgery and a lot of the men getting surgery, like the same type of surgeries that Daisy got in order to open up the male dating market to, you know what I'm saying, those legitimate people that are interested in men. One of the ways to vet a woman is going to have to be soon. Like, did you actually have a kid? Do you have a birth certificate? Because if not, you won't know if it's an actual transformer or not.
Why are you gay?
You know what I'm saying? Which is a scary thing. Hopefully I won't be around during that time. I hope. But they say that healthcare is getting so much better and people may live to be 150 years and 200 years. You know what I'm saying? They start pumping me full of some of that medicine, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shout out to the lovely Sherry and shout out to Crew Reality. What's good with it? Man, that's crazy, man. Bandman Kevo got a male BBL. What kind of BBL? Like, what? I heard about that too. I bet you he looked like, why would you? These people with these surgeries are starting to look like real life cartoon characters. They got those BBLs that got women out here looking like ants and wisdom teeth. They got the men getting their forearms inflated, sitting up here looking like Popeye. It don't make no sense. And then Daisy done messed around and got a head inflation surgery, according to Vega. She got she got the surgical deflation. Like that's why are people doing that to themselves?
On the internet, and then the Reddit got it, and then
the Reddit found me. Somehow they found my IG.
Okay. And then that's when they begin to accuse you of being an escort, trying to call you all kind of names. And so then and I know
now, how come none of these new interviews that people are doing out here, how come none of the new interviews are referencing when she was accused of being an escort before? Because again, this isn't a new thing for her to be accused of being an escort. This is not new. So like, I don't understand. Like, nobody asked her, well, what about the Fresh and Fits fans when they were attacking you while you and Fresh were together? Was there any validity in any of the things that they were saying? Literally, I don't think that question has been asked. Anybody that's been following any of this stuff, has anybody asked her that question?
They had defended you on their show, but then so you're saying that Walter said that he wanted you to come up there and clear your name onto the show,
right?
Let me see. Do you know when? I remember looking at that show.
Yeah, dude, you got to use proper grammar. It's called it's called a surgical delargement. It's called a surgical delargement. You know what I'm saying? She went and got a surgical delargement. Like, man, what kind of stuff is that, man? Who does that?
Do you know what? It was in January. January the 3rd is when is when you was on or coming on there, right?
Shout out to my man Ron Tolbert. What's good with you, bro?
Okay. I went to the show on January 3rd.
So I gotta ask this question: How did Myron and the other guys treat you when you were on the show?
They were okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess.
So they wasn't disrespectful at all. I'm actually, I know that they don't disrespect the girlfriends of the guys there. So that's why I was,
yeah, they were good because they, as you guys see, they put me in the middle. I was in the middle seat.
What does that mean?
I think personally, they always put like the prettiest girl in the middle. Sorry. Yeah, just personally, I think.
Okay.
So now again, I gotta ask you guys. She said that she doesn't know what the middle seat means. but she knows that she sat in the middle seat at one point, and so she believes that the middle seat is the seat for the prettiest girl on the show. Now, I don't know what the middle seat means. Daisy said that she doesn't know. My question is, why would we believe that the middle seat is for the quote-unquote prettiest girl on the show? For anybody that's watched Fresh and Fit, in your opinion, from your observation, is the middle seat where the quote-unquote prettiest woman always goes? Right. Right. So again, she's basing what goes on in that middle seat off of her own self-perception. Would you guys agree? Is that a fair statement? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down.
All right.
Because that the camera direction is better,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
Did you guys still hang out afterwards? After the show?
Of course.
Where did y'all go?
Oh, you mean that day after the show?
Yeah.
I think we went to the team. Usually they have a team dinner after the show. We went to grab some food.
Okay. All right. And then this time, now I think you stayed there. Well, when you left, you were there from the 8th, and then you left Miami to go to New York, and then you went from New York to China on January the 10th, right? Now, while you were there, he was still communicating to you. You guys were still talking.
Yes. On the 30th, I still remember that day on 30th of December. He told me that was at night.
Oh man, it was all bad, Tricky Nick. Shout out to Tricky Nick. Tricky Nick said she shot for Myron and landed on Fresh, and when she landed on him, his face was sitting up there looking like this.
Sipping Martini, claim to be the key, but he lied about everything, don't mean a thing. Said he slept 1,000 women straight up lying.
His face was sitting up there looking like that when she landed. He's like, "Oh, whoa, bro, I wasn't ready for that."
He told me, "I love you. I want you to be mine. You better don't be with anyone else." And we had a serious conversation. Yo, I didn't expect that.
Did you tell him you loved him back?
No, that was too soon for me. It's like I'm getting.
Shout out to Vega, enforce them likes. Shout out to Lewis Knowles. What's good with it, bro? Make sure y'all throw some like enforcers in the chat. Shout out to Vega for enforcing them likes. Let me see what we looking like. What we looking like as far as them likes go. Let me see. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all see how YouTube be doing your boy. So we gotta run it up. We gotta run it. We got 79 people watching and we got 72 likes. If we could get the likes to 100, that'd be great. We still got a whole lot of this interview. And then don't worry, I will be chopping up some clips. If you guys want me to chop up some clips for sure, throw some flames in the chat. If y'all don't, then I might chop up one or two, and then we're gonna do the other stream where we gotta react to that new stream that Abba and Preach did about Fresh and Fit. Because Abba and Preach kind of got on some BS on that stream, if you ask me, on that video. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
Did you fall for that when he said, "I love you"? I mean, because by the way, by then he had spent $20,000, so of course he's gonna tell you he love you, huh?
I'm not, because I'm not this. I never said I'm naive, and a guy tells me he loves me, literally meeting for a few days later. I would never believe in that. But
she says that she doesn't trust a guy that says that they love her in a few days. But when she talked to Abba and Preach, she told Abba and Preach that she literally can be somebody that falls in love quick and will have a baby after a week. These were her words. She literally said that. She literally said that. You guys remember when she said that? And again, so here's another contradiction that we have. And this is what I'm saying. How many of y'all feel that Daisy and Fresh deserve each other? I think that they deserve each other. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. King. What's good with it, bro?
What does that mean?
Personally, I think they always put like the prettiest girl in the middle. Sorry. Yeah, just personally, I think.
Okay, all right.
Because the camera direction is better,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
Did you guys still hang out afterwards? After the show?
Of course.
Where did y'all go?
Oh, you mean that day after the show?
Yeah.
I think we went to the team. Like usually they have a team dinner after the show.
Now here goes another question that I have. In the interview with Abba and Preach, Daisy said that she was with an American man for 9 months, and that American man wanted to marry her, but she told him no. She turned him down and then got with Fresh and got pumped and dumped. Shout out to my man John Davis. What's good with it, bro? Shout out to Carlton Wade. Carlton Wade said Waka Flocka sat in the center. Does that make him pretty too? That's hilarious. Hey, I don't know if anybody knows this, but man, Waka Flocka is really tall. You know what I'm saying? I think he's like 6'5" or something like that. He actually came and kicked it at this club that my cousin was DJing at this one time. It was crazy. The situation got crazy there. But Waka Flocka is a tall dude. You know what I'm saying?
We went to grab some food.
Okay. All right. And then this time, now I think you stayed there. Well, when you left, you were there from the 8th, and then you left Miami to go to New York, and then you went from New York to China on January the 10th, right? Now, while you were there, he was still communicating to you. You guys were still talking.
Yes. On the 30th, I still remember that day. On 30th of December, he told me.
Hey, this is petty as hell. But I just gotta ask y'all a question. Carlton know who I'm talking about. But do y'all think that Daisy and that ice cream so good girl sound the same? Like Daisy sound like artificial intelligence. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all know who I'm talking about? The ice cream so good girl. If y'all know who the ice cream so good girl is, give me a thumbs up. Man, she sounds just like the ice cream so good girl. Hold on real quick. Wait a minute. Hold on real quick. No, they didn't. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Wait a minute. Heck no. Hey, Carlton. Bro, they made an ice cream so good song, bro. Hold on real quick, man. Shout out to my man Bronze the God. What's good with it, bro? Yo, they made an ice cream so good song. Hold on, man. We gotta interrupt. We gotta interrupt the the daily programming. to just so I can show you guys how much danger this new generation is in. Man, what is wrong with these young people, man? What is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all supposed to be better and cooler than us. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Listen to this.
Yes, ice cream so good. Yes, ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Say, yes, ice cream so good. Yes, ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Slay, the other don't know it. Grab his chain and pull it.
Hey, they need to have a gunshot where she be like gang gang grr, gang gang grr. Why do Daisy sound like her though, man? Why do Daisy sound like her, man? Hey, I ain't mad at NPC girl. Y'all already know, man. We rock with we rock with Pinky Doll over here, but I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Finance man said Daisy don't sound like her. Man, she sound just like her. She sound just like her, bro.
That was at night at his place. He told me, "I love you."
Van Cleef, I can see Van Cleef bracelet fake. Van Cleef bracelet fake. Van Cleef bracelet fake. Oh man, we need to get Daisy to do that NPC thing and make her say "clap my cheeks on a yacht" 3 times. Oh man, that's wild, man.
I want you to be mine. You better don't be with anyone else. And we had a serious conversation. Yo, I didn't expect that.
Did you tell him you loved him back?
No, that was like too soon for me. It's like I'm getting to know you. Don't
Did you fall for that when he said I love you? I mean, because
No.
by the way, by then he had spent $20,000, so of course he's gonna tell you he love you, huh?
I'm not, because I'm not this. I never said I'm naive. And a guy tells me he loves me, literally meeting for a few days later. You know, I would never believe in that. But he always like.
So if she would never believe that, then how would she be in the position to have a baby after a week? See, I need y'all to really like analyze this, because again, like I said, there's a lot of people that are doing these interviews, and these interviews are all one-sided, and it's because of the business investment. You know what I'm saying? They with their brands, they can't ever look like in any way to their audience that they're siding with Fresh and Fit. So it's more of an appearances thing. But what I want to know is, how do you sit there and say, I don't know how a man could love me that quickly, when in the interview with Abba and Preach, she literally said she could have a baby after a week? Somebody make it make sense. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. If it doesn't make sense, give me a thumbs down. And the thing is that if you ask me, that those inconsistencies need to be harped on, because those inconsistencies are really actually the key of what actually linked her and Fresh up. Because again, we still don't know what it is about Fresh that she liked. Why was she so willing to give so much of herself to Fresh so quickly? Why? We still don't know. We know, but we need her to say it.
Testing me, asking me a bunch of questions. He even talked about marriage. How do I think about marriage? These are the kind of the things that in a normal relationship or early dating relationship, you don't talk about this. This is kind of like too serious, you know. So
well, what was going through your head when he was talking about marriage? You're right, that is too soon.
But I was thinking maybe this guy, you know, since
shout out to my man DJ Elmo. I gotta ask y'all if y'all agree with DJ Elmo. DJ Elmo says, Black Light, Daisy is a grifter. She knows some black men have no standards and will simp and scoop a grifter like her. Bro, facts. I agree with that statement. If you guys agree with DJ Elmo, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And I actually agree with Finance Man. She has anger issues. And we actually saw those anger issues in that interview that she did, where she called into that stream that Destiny was on. She got all mad and she got all snippy. Educate yourself before you talk to me. You get educated. Remember that? Oh, she got mad. Carlton know what to do. Carlton wasted. Carlton said, she honest. I believe all women. Oh, man. How many of y'all believe all women? If you guys believe all women, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't believe all women, then give me a thumbs down. Believe all women is so corny. Bro, women don't even believe all women. But yet we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Women don't even believe all women. But we supposed to, though. Somebody make it make sense. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm having some tech issues. Oh, okay. This what'll happen if you believe all women.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Ice skating uphill. If you sit around there and try to believe all women. Because those women who say believe all women, those will be the same women that be talking about another woman like, I don't believe that heifer.
He's from his move and actions and everything, you know. I was thinking maybe.
Have you ever had a guy do that to you before?
Of course.
Okay, girl, you go ahead with your bad self. All right.
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely.
Okay. And you
Absolutely. I agree 100%. The lovely Sherry says Daisy knew that she was Fresh's preference and played on it, but Fresh is equally responsible for this. Yeah, for one, Fresh is equally responsible for just, like, women pick up on this kind of stuff, right? And like all of that stuff that Fresh and Myron were doing as far as, oh, we're not night riders. I don't know how that's game, because then what you've done is like you've just opened up a vulnerability to where any woman that's not black, if you happen to be black and you make a comment like that, they're basically going to say, well, this dude will kind of give me a little bit more attention because he'll be just happy that I'm talking to him. That's the same thing as like I was watching this video on this one channel, I forgot, and they was interviewing mixed kids with their white parent. And it was a mixed dude, and his dad was white, and his dad was talking about how he had a preference, and his preference was black women. And I was like, see, he done spoke about his preference out loud. Hopefully he's married, because if there's anybody else that's watching, now you've put out something that people can take advantage of. That's why when people ask me, well, what's your type? Do you have a type? I'll never tell nobody I got a type. Be like Ray Shrimmer, I ain't got no type. Bad bitches are the only thing that I like. Y'all remember that song? That was my shit.
Take them seriously when they say I'm looking for marriage and let's get a house and I love you so soon.
No, they do that to me. No, that's the conversation after we were in a relationship. Okay, the buying house and all that kind of stuff, that was like literally last month. He said that last month.
Oh, okay.
And before that, we were in a relationship. He posted me, and he even posted my pictures on Instagram, as he barely posts like a couple pictures on Instagram. He doesn't even follow any girls.
Mm-hmm. And he was referring to you as his girlfriend and texts and everything like that. And then of course, there's a video that Abba and Priest like to show where you two are sitting in the car, and then he says, I love you. And then he says, no, I'm sorry, I love you, babe, and you kiss and everything like that. When was that video shot?
Before I went back to China.
For the second time? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But before I went back to China, we were pretty like exposed, and we also had like a very serious conversation the night before I went back I was going to get my flight back to New York and from New York to China. So in the car, he was describing how he gets from zero to here and how much properties he has and all that kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, one important thing, that night the conversation went very deep. He asked me, because I always told him I want to invest in real estate. So he said, first he introduced himself. Then he
hey, she wanted to invest in real estate with somebody else's money. Because here go my thing, right? If she wanted to invest in real estate while she was sitting there begging him to give her an apartment, why didn't she say, well, let's invest in an apartment complex, or let's invest in a commercial real estate building that we could use for an apartment? Because then if she had done that, she could have actually maneuvered and got a place to stay out of the building that they bought together if she was doing that. But what I think is interesting about this is, if you ask me, I think that she's actually looking for a man to use his resources to invest in real estate that she can then either attach herself to or somehow take a part of when she's done with the situation, if you ask me. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm having some tech issues. I don't know what's up with my computer. All right, here we go.
He was like, I can help you. And he asked a very weird question. He said, how much money do you have? I was like, why do you ask me that? Okay, that's a very weird question.
Yeah, that's very weird.
So now here goes the question. Why is it weird for him to ask how much money she has when she has a requirement of a man making $1 million? So it's not weird for her to have a requirement that a man makes $1 million, but it's just really weird and creepy and odd and, oh, it's so weird. This is really weird. To ask her if she's got any money. I mean, I think that this, I think it's weird. I think the entire thing is weird. Shout out to DJ Elmo. Hey, y'all hear what y'all see what DJ Elmo said? Hold on real quick, man. My computer is being weird. Hold on. DJ Elmo said Daisy is exploiting him like the Chinese exploit Africa's minerals. Hey, if y'all agree with DJ Elmo, throw some flames in the chat, man. If y'all disagree, you know what I'm saying, give me a thumbs down. I agree with DJ Elmo, man. She exploiting Fresh like the motherland get exploited.
He just said he want to help me to invest in real estate. And also he asked me what I want to do when I come back to Miami. I said I was going to, come back and just to see, maybe start some business, stuff like that. So basically we had a serious conversation about our plan.
Mm.
This is not something that you want to talk about with someone that you don't even want to be serious with.
Gosh, man, I don't know. I mean, I know you took him seriously, but to first of all, to do all this I love you stuff and then talking about let's get a house and then, actually showing you off to his friends on Instagram and literally vlogging about you and stuff like that. To me, I don't know.
She was on that Nate Dogg featuring 216 or what was it, 213. Y'all could tell I'm from Cleveland. I was at Nate Dogg featuring 216, 213. Let's play house. Or was that Dog Pound? That was Dog Pound, wasn't it? That was Daz and Corrupt. Let's play house.
You guys were already having sex, so he couldn't have been doing it for that. Maybe, I don't know. I could be naive, and you can correct me. But do you think at first he was into you? Really serious?
Dog Pound, okay.
Or do you think it all was an act?
I think he just played me. You know why?
Why?
Because I judge by how he dumped me. It went very bad, and that's why I hate him so much. Okay. And also he got me pregnant.
Shout out to my man Kurt. My man Kurt said that title crazy. Glad I was still parked when I saw it. Yo, but here go the question though. Is the title true though? I'm telling you, man, the title is true. This title is true. If Daisy Fit created a GoFundMe, YouTubers would fill that bag like Fresh Prince CEO filled her. You know what I'm saying? They would fill that bag all the way up. They'd be like, ah. And then they jaws would sink in. And they'd be sitting up there looking like Walter.
Sipping Walter ain't claim to be the key. But he lied about everything, don't mean a thing. Said he slept 1,000 women straight up.
Oh man, that bag getting full. It's like Halloween. Oh man, if you ask me, man, a lot more is being exposed with this situation than just Fresh being a simp. If you ask me, I think that I think that a lot of this is not gonna age very well. Mark my words. And then it'll get thrown in the dungeon and never talked about again.
How he's so irresponsible. The way he asked me to leave to New York was very bad. He doesn't come home, doesn't pick up my phone.
Well, hold on. Let me
push me.
Before we get to that, because I got to talk about Barbados. Hold on. We're going to get to the part where he do the dumping. I got to talk about Barbados. I know this upset you, but let's talk about where you left to go from Miami to New York, from New York to London, from New York to China, and
Shout out to my man Kurt with the $1.99 super chat. He the 6th stream sponsor. Make sure y'all show him some love, throw some flames, some radiation emoji, and some ducks in the chat. Kirk says, she lying, bro. She blinked like 12 times before replying. Bro, facts. Who was it? There was somebody who had said that they would like to see these interviews that Daisy does get analyzed. I think it was Win Lose a Rug. I think Win Lose a Rug had mentioned that he wanted to see these interviews assessed by a body language expert. And I think that that would actually be great, because I don't think that she's telling the truth very often. You know what I'm saying? Or she's definitely manipulating a lot of things.
Then while you guys were while you was in China, you two were still
shout out to
texting and
Every day.
Every day you would text?
Yes, every day.
Shout out to Terrence. It was Terrence who asked that. Yeah, a great observation. Terrence said he would like to see these interviews assessed by a body language expert to see whether they feel she's being honest and having integrity with the things that she says. And if you ask me, I just don't. I just don't. And again, it would be good to have that, but we don't even need that because she's had so many contradictions. And the people that are interviewing her are focusing on Fresh's contradictions, which Fresh contradictions should be focused on, but they're not focusing on any of hers, which really shows the driving agenda behind the fake propping her up. Because let's keep it a buck, man. Round these YouTube parts, she's getting propped up as if like she was Gabby Petito or something like that. She getting propped up like she was Gabby Petito.
Okay, every day.
Video calls.
Now, during this time, Valentine's Day run on there. So what happened? Like, did he send you a new bracelet on Valentine's Day since you two are girlfriend, boyfriend now?
No, he went on silence.
He what?
He went on silence on Valentine's Day.
He didn't wish you happy Valentine's Day at all?
No, he said happy Valentine's Day, and that's all. That is all. That's all. The whole conversation, the whole day. Usually we talk a lot, but that whole.
Wait a minute. He told you he loved you in December, loved you in January. Oh, I do my girl. Don't be with no other man. You know what I'm saying? You're mine, blah, blah, blah. But all he does on Valentine's Day is say happy Valentine's Day.
Right.
And just disappear? Does that sound like a high value man, girl? I mean, come on now.
I mean, he was in London on business trip, so I was that was Chinese New Year, so I got really pissed, but I still wanted to see what he says. And then he called me the next day. He said, "How was your Valentine's Day?" I'm like, "Shit, very shit, because I'm single." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm single. Valentine's Day, I'm single. I don't receive no flowers.
Not even an e-card."
Yeah, not a phone call from my boyfriend. So obviously I'm single. So you're single, I'm single. Great, good for us. Then he noticed. Oh, he started explaining. I was busy and I'm not in China. I don't know how to do stuff. He said I got us planned in Barbados, and he asked me how much to take it.
Oh,
and then later on he got the ticket.
That's where the Barbados thing come from. Because
no, we talked about the Barbados trip before.
Okay. So he offered to buy you a ticket to Barbados to make up for the fact that he didn't get you anything for Valentine's Day.
That's what I think. And that's what I thought.
Okay. So, but hold on. I got.
Right. Did you guys catch that? Shout out to Vega. Thought they were in a relationship. Now she's single. Again, more contradiction. Who do you guys think contradicts themselves more, Daisy or Fresh? If you ask me, they both equally contradict themselves. Again, and this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, if you ask me, man, there's no bad guy here. You know what I'm saying? They're both made for each other. Like she is literally a female product of the Fresh and Fit podcast. She is the Fresh and Fit podcast manufactures and then tells dudes not to get with, but they turn around and get pregnant. This entire thing is one giant contradiction. It's amazing. And another contradiction is If the baby dad wasn't fresh, literally nobody would care. I'm telling you, where was everybody to give her an interview and find out what was going on with her when the Fresh and Fit audience was going in on her and Fresh and Myron were defending her? See, because the thing is that if those people who are on Fresh and Fit's bumper like that would have used her back then to debunk that Fresh and Fit do what they or don't do what they say they do, then they would have dragged her in the same way that Fresh and Fit are dragging her now, because that's their audience was dragging her, which is one of the reasons why everybody who's doing this content for the most part is keeping the critiques off of her. You know what I'm saying?
Got your tickets here. I want to show you guys something. Like, now, I thought this was funny when you explained this to me. Like, let me just show you something. Like, this is the ticket that you went from China to London, right? And then this is the ticket where you went from Barbados to you went from London to Barbados, right? He paid for this ticket. Now, did he pay first class, economy, or business class?
So I paid my own ticket to London, and then he bought a business class from London to Barbados.
Okay, all right. And so when you got to Barbados, what happened? Tell me about Barbados.
It was cool, you know, very beautiful country. Never been to Caribbean. He took me to see all his friends, went to party, and then visit his house where he grew up. Got a lot of stuff planned. He took me to, you know, I like to play golf. He took me to the golf course. So like a boat trip with his friends from childhood, and then we visit his grandmother and also his auntie, basically everybody.
So you met the mama, you met the auntie.
That's the second time I met his mom.
Okay, that's the second time.
All right. So this is, I don't know what's going on with my computer, but this is really where I can't stand it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this. All right, because I had planned on reacting to this entire live stream, but I'm not going to be able to because my computer right now, I'm sounding very calm, but actually I'm furious and I want to pick this thing up right now and literally launch it right through my window, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to have to stop, restart my computer and put everything back together and do a part 2 live stream. My question for you guys is, will you all be interested in a part 2 of this? If you guys are interested in a part 2 to finish this up, give me a thumbs up. If you're not, then give me a thumbs down. If you guys are, we will definitely do it. If not, then we'll go on and react to that new Abba and Preach video that they just dropped. So let me know in the comments section, all right, what you guys want. Let me know if you're watching on the replay. Also, let me know. I'm gonna try to get that done today as well. All right, because there's a lot of content that I want to do, and I just don't have time, and I really don't have time if my damn computer doesn't work like it's supposed to. Damn it. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna shout out the stream sponsors if it'll let me. All right, yeah, there we go. Shout out to my man AB Promotions with the $4.99 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to my man Win Loser Rug with the upgraded YouTube membership. I definitely appreciate you, bro. Shout out to AB Promotions again with the $1.99 super chat. Stand on that business. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to AB again with the $4.99 super chat. Standing on that business. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Hold on one second. See, here we go with this BS. With the $10 super chat, definitely appreciate it. And shout out to my man Kurt with the $1.99 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. We're going to be back a little bit later. I'm not sure when. and we'll get back into it. But all that stuff that I said that I was going to cover, I'm going to definitely cover. So I appreciate you guys. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,